What's going on, everybody? This is Al from PlaybookGamer.com, and I am live again with another video, another Dynasty stream. Give everybody a little bit to come in here before we get started. Make some adjustments here and there. Let's see. It's fine. Station. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got some big games coming up today. We got the conference title game and we have the bowl game. I'm going to do back-to-back today. I'm going to squeeze in 2 games, and then sometime next week, maybe Tuesday, we'll do our off-season video. Let me turn that on. Make a couple adjustments. All right, good deal. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So in our last video, we took on Kent State to finish the regular season. We beat them 35-10, just a good way to end the regular season. We're 7-4. We've won 4 in a row. And today, we're going to play Northern Illinois in the conference title game. Hopefully, we can get it done. You know, this is going to be an uphill battle. They got a really good team. I know it says 6-5 for their record, but I think they're 6-2 for the conference, if I'm not mistaken. Just a really good season for them, but equal amount of talent. You look at the rush offense. Welcome in, Walker. The rush offense, pretty strong. Looks like they got a good rush defense as well. We're going to put that to the test, obviously. If I'm not mistaken, they run a basic pro-style offense, 4-3 defense. We played them before. The last time we played them was last season, and they beat us. It's a rough game for us all around, so hopefully we can get a little payback today. So before we do that, we can go to recruiting. We are officially done with recruiting. We got 4 commitments. Those are the 4 guys we went after, and we was able to get every one of their commitments: the tackle, an outside linebacker, a tight end, and a quarterback. So that's going to be a really good base to the recruiting class. As you can see here, if nobody leaves early, late, transfer, none of that, we got 17 spots to fill. Well, we just filled 4 of those. That gives you down to about 13. So it's going to be about a normal size class in general, as long as I don't try to cut players due to having too many guys on the team, which it could always happen. We're pretty good on the roster turnover point. I think we've got a good base across the board, so I don't have to do that. So I'm going to try my best to go after about 15 more guys. I think that'll work. So just a really good shape here. So I am ready to go ahead and head into the game. There's not much else to see here. We'll hurry this up. Let's look at some uniforms. This is their default. Pretty slick there. Do they got an alternate? That's their home alternate, I guess. And they just got a default away, which is fine. Oh, really excited to get these 2 games under our belt. Hopefully we can go get 2 more wins. That would be a really strong ending to a very eventful beginning of a season. That was for sure. All right, conference title game. This is why we do this. To win the big trophies, at least big to us. We won it last year. Let's see if we can go back-to-back this season. I'm kind of glad we're playing them instead of Toledo. We've been seeing Toledo quite a bit the last couple of seasons. It was either going to be them or Northern Illinois, so it's cool to see that change up a little bit. And here come the Akron Zips. I still think we're the best team in the conference. Of course, we're going to find that out today. We already looked at the roster some, and we're going to look at it again here in a minute. But there he is, arguably the best running back in the country. And it's crazy, he splits the carries, and he's just putting up crazy numbers. But we run a lot, so that helps. They are picking us to win. Let's go to the coin toss. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to get the ball in the second half. That's always my preference. And let's check out their roster. Starting off, quarterback speedster. This is worrisome. We looked a little bit at this in the last video at the end of it. Hopefully he doesn't run around much on us, but if they run option on us quite a bit, we're in for a world of hurt, and that's just really tough to stop. Their top halfback is out. That's helpful, but this guy's been putting up good numbers for them. So I think they're going to run quite a bit today. But thankfully, neither one of these guys are impact players. That's going to be helpful. Fullback, really good, but he's just a blocker. I'm not too worried about him. I'm hoping they pass more because they got 2 impact receivers, 86 and then 87 and then 80, and this guy's an impact guy. 74. They're all pretty small. They got one guy that's like 6'1", but they're all little beady fillers. And this guy can really fly. This guy would be a perfect slot receiver. Tight end, pretty good. 89 overall, 78 speed. So their receivers and tight end, it'd make you think they're going to throw some today. Look at their offensive line. 82, 78, 82, 84, and 78. So it looks like their right guard's their best one of the bunch. You look at their defense. Now, they run a 4-3, if I'm not mistaken. 74 and 78 on the edge. 88 and 80 up the middle. So this is an issue. They got really good defensive tackles. Exact same situation we saw against Kent State. Their number 2 defensive tackle was an impact guy, and he played really well, so we got to stay away from him. But his buddy right beside him is technically better. So we'll see if our guards can hold up. Now, again, I'm pretty sure they run a 4-3, which is going to be harder. The thing that helped us with Kent State is they ran a 3-4, so we only got to see one of those defensive tackles pretty much the entire game. Either way, we got to get past that. But linebackers, 87, 72, and 82. So their outside linebackers are good. So getting off to the edge, we're going to go head up against some pretty decent outside linebackers. Corners, not much here. 78, and then 72, and 72. They got some speed. They're not very big. You look at free safety, 80 overall, 80 speed, and then 82 with 86 speed at strong safety. So if they have any weakness on defense, I guess it is their secondary in general for the most part. Just a solid, good-looking group for the conference. You go to kicker, pretty good at 80 overall. He's a senior, and they got a 68 punter. Hopefully he'll shank a couple today. All right, let's get into it. Looks like they got an impact guy on the right side. I assume that's one of the receivers. Do something like this. And we're off and running. Make a play. I'm going to force him inside. Oh, that was a good hit. Going to get it down to, what, the 32 or so. I am going to go zone for a while until they just feel like they need to run the ball. I just don't know what they expect, other than they have impact receivers and a really good tight end. We're going to pass it. Get about 4 yards there. A little whip route. Let's go nickel. Let's do quarters out of nickel. I think they're going to pass again. I'm going to shade over this way. Play action. Nope, right up the gut. Fooled me. Couldn't get there in time. I made the tackle, but it wasn't enough. So that is what, 1st and 10. Let's go back to cover 3 from 4-2-5. They are doing a lot of their 2 tight end stuff. I need to get that linebacker back. I don't know what he's doing. There we go. Triple. Good job, Al. So they went with that triple wide receiver play from Ace Big Twins. Very fun play. So he faked the option. We forced the pitch, and thankfully I made a good tackle right there. Otherwise, that could have been really bad. That could have been 6 points. So they didn't get anything off of that. Let's go back to quarters. They are going trips from the gun. Going to pass it. Nope, going to go QB draw. He broke the oh, wow, what a play. What a play that was. Gee whiz. Have you ever seen anything like that? So this quarterback, go back and look at this. So this quarterback, he's running. You rarely see a CPU quarterback do this. He runs, but he decides to throw it. Just rarely happens. And then our defense just blundered. Just a bad, I don't know what Gardner was doing there. All my guys, it looks like we're playing 09 with all this bad pursuit angles, or 08. That's just all-time terrible for those secondary players. So we just gave them a touchdown because our secondary just didn't know what to do there. But great play by the quarterback otherwise. Wow, again, you just rarely, if ever, see the CPU quarterback throw on the run like that when he seems determined to just run for the yards. Wow. So let's see if we can make that up. It still gives me hope that they keep throwing like that. I think we're going to be okay, but let's see if Williams can create some magic. Nobody blocked those two guys. We can try. Let's go play action out of the gate. They're going man. I think I may leave it as is. Cover one. Get up the field, Morris. Good little play there. Pick up a first down. I had to cut up and inside from that corner to get the first. Cut up right there. That's why it helps not use the speed button that time. Good play there. Let's go. Oh, I need to make a couple of adjustments. Let me go here. Let me go there and make sure I put Gardner back there at the B-back spot whenever we just want to do a direct handoff. So they flipped their defensive tackles. They got their number 2 guy on the right. Get a block right there. Good block. Get a block. Ah, he missed the block. Morris missed the block, but we still got good yards on it. Let's stay here. Let's see. I don't know how much option will work today. It just depends on our guards. Can we get a block or two? Like, I'm going to go to the right this time. Just be patient. Get a good blocking there. Neither one of those defenders bit on it, but we got some yards out of it. So that makes it, what, 2nd and 3? Let's do another off-tackle run. Now they're going 5-2. I'll probably go to the left. Just get a block. Good block right there. 6 points. He ain't going to catch Gardner. No way. So we got the touchdown back. Just good blocking across the board. So far, our offensive line's doing okay there. Our edge is getting good blocks as well. Welcome in, Laveris. So let's kick an extra point. Let's tie this thing up, and we'll get back on defense, and hopefully we can play a little bit better. So an offensive onslaught to start the game. I'm going to kick it right back to them. Kick it away from the impact guy. Over here. And I did not kick it away from him. It's going right to him. But this ain't good. Hope for the best. Somebody get a tackle. Just get a tackle. There you go. And it may be coming back due to clipping. Nice. We'll take it. That gets it on the 9. So we will. I'm not going to do any blitzing on this guy today because he's just going to run away from it more than likely. So we'll just try to play soft coverage. Maybe I can force him into some bad throws. Open field tackle by our freshman middle linebacker. He got the playoff just in time. Pretty decent quarterback so far. Let's go 4-2-5 again. I hit the wrong button. Dang, I'm going to have to go. This ain't good. I called the wrong one. Hopefully nothing bad happens here. We're doing like a soft cover 2. Good hit. Nice. That worked out just fine. So that makes it, what, 3rd and 6? I'm going to go cloud, and I may have to drop 8 and control this spy right here. He is a righty. Oh, wide open. And he overshot it. Whew! Wow. Dude was wide open. I don't know what my safety was doing, but he just way behind. But we were running zone. Did he stop again? Go back and look at this. Look at my pace back there. My best defender, supposedly. Does he turn around? He turned around. Why do you turn around? Quit doing that. Oh, okay. So let's get back on offense. Yes, thank the Lord for a deep, bad throw. That was going to be an easy 6 points if he'd let up on it just enough.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up.
4th and 6. Shank it either side. Or just kick it right there, why don't you? I'm just going to fair catch that. I don't think, yeah, I'm okay with that. So where are we? We are on Let's do... I'm going to do Sting.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive.
Oh, yeah, I hate when it happens. I don't know why my safety just turn around. They got no reason to. Get up the field. Gardner. Great play. Good first down. Again, we're getting them blocking up front. It makes all the difference in the world when we get halfway decent blocking. That gets us down to what? I would like to... We can try from here. I'm going to go basic option. See, they flipped their defensive tackles again. I'm going to go... let's go over here. Get away from that impact guy. Oh, my gosh. Both of my guards. Look at my guards. Both of them got destroyed. Just messed up the entire play. So what we're going to do now... Let's just go off tackle. Try to make up those yards. And then some. Get a block right there. Just get upfield. Just be patient with the blocking. Notice how hard I was able to cut in certain spots. Right here, of course I juke, but look at this right here. So I let off the speed button actually, and I cut up to the left like that. It just makes your cutting much easier if you don't use the speed button. So we're on the 8. I'm going to keep this simple. I mean, I just want to get the touchdown. I don't want to get fancy with it. Let's just see if we can punch it in for a touchdown. Now, they're going nickel, which is interesting. Like, I kind of want to go to the left. Let's just go ahead and do it. Get a block right there. There you go. Good blocking. Oh, Allen had 2 blocks right there. Go back and look at Allen. He had a block. I'm going to put my cursor on him right there. Just knocked him down. Oh, my gosh. This would be an awesome... Can I get a good thumbnail? Or that would be pretty cool. Something like that. Oh, let's go ahead and get this thumbnail while I'm here. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, my gosh. An incredible hit. Then look at Allen right here. I'm going to back out. Good. Just knocked him out, son. Oh, my gosh. You got to love it. So we got our first lead of the day. You love to see good blocking. Let's kick an extra point. And it wasn't the best kick, but it's going to go through. So let's get back on defense. See if we can force another punt. Oh, it was a killer play. Looked good on it. Let's make good decisions. I'm going to force him inside. There you go. It took 5 guys to get him. Look at this right here. It had 5 guys hit him. Look at this. All of them. Just boom. There's 5 of them right there. First and 10. They're going with a bigger set, so let's go cover 3 from 4-2-5. I'm going to shade over. We're going to do over fronts with our defensive line. Going to pass it. I had to go back to the outside. Good little screenplay. I had to go back to the outside to make this play. I'm glad I had the wherewithal to do that. Still picked up 8 yards. Good blocking. 2nd and 1. Let's go cover 1. I can see him just try to punch it in for a first. Well, yeah, let's leave it like that. Get a tackle. Good job, Stokes. Right where you needed to be. So that is 3rd and 4. Oh, what are they going to do here? I think I'm going to go cover 2 man. I think they're going to run it. So let's do something like this. I think they're going to run it. Yep. Oh, well. First down. Let's go. I'm going to go back to cover 3. I think I'm going to go back to the pass. Do another over front. Basic run. So they run the ball halfway decent. So now they seem pretty balanced. Like, they're doing a lot of play action. I'm going to take a chance here. I'm going to go zone blitz on them. I'm going to flip this.
to the line with 3 wide. On the
Ah.
ground with the tailback.
Going to get the first. They're just going to run right now, apparently.
A few on that run.
He had 6 rush attempts on that 1 quarter alone. So let's go cover 2 man from 4-2-5.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Do something like this.
They line up in a double tight set. Davis.
Passing it.
There on first down. It's
Get it.
and it falls incomplete.
He dropped it. I think one of our defenders helped out there, though. 2nd and 10. I think that I'm going to stick with the same play. I actually think they're going to run it here.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Back to ace normal. They're loving their 2 tight end formations.
Northern Illinois comes out with 2 tight ends. Davis.
Get him. Somebody make it. Ooh, good job, Al.
Down he goes.
That was going to be a first down. I was able to sneak through right here. Thankfully, he had to pause and juke. So now it's 3rd and 5-ish. Oh, man. What? I'm going to go Cloud, but I may have to do another drop 8 situation
Down upcoming.
just so he doesn't run away from us.
Northern Illinois goes with the ace set here.
They may just run it right up the guts. So this, I'm going to...
Davis running the option.
Ow! Great play. They went speed option, and I'm just sitting here waiting on it. I actually kind of spooked me. It threw me off, but thankfully I had the kahunas to actually make a play right there. Oh, big play. I am going to go middle fan. I was not expecting a speed option there from ace spread, but that's what they went with. But we were ready for it
Lining up the punt.
indirectly.
High kick, and it
We're going to fair catch that.
calls for the fair catch. And they make
So that's 2 stops. That's huge for us. I'm going to go play action. We'll go to our 1 play action play we use all the time. Their weaker safety is the free safety, but they're going man here, so I don't have to worry about that. Ooh, they're going cover 0. I may go to Gardner on this one.
nice play fake.
Get it, Gardner. Get it. Ah.
Couldn't hook up on that one. Oh, he
They almost got sacked. Somebody came right on through. I was lucky I got the playoff in time, but he dropped it. I guess I could have went to the receiver instead, but you're either way. I wanted to go to the impact guy. So let's try to make that up. Let's just do basic off tackle.
10. Ball on the 12.
I'm a little worried. Let's go to the right. Let's give Allen some love.
Allen
Give Allen some love. Give Allen some love. Give Allen some love. Get a first down, son.
and they come up huge on that play. Oh, he sure did.
So I don't know, like I want to do triple, but I don't think my guards can handle it, especially against those 2 defensive tackles. And it looks like Gardner is ready to roll. So let's just do a basic handoff with him.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on their own 38.
I want to go to the left.
McDaniel.
I'm going to
See if they put the ball in his hand.
just do something. Yeah, just get something. That was good defense. I know we got decent yards out of it, but 2nd and 4. I'm going to try halfback option. It's been a hit and miss with this concept,
Ball on the 44-yard line.
mainly the pitch. But we're going to let Gardner and Allen handle this. I'm going to go to the left.
Come out on the
Yeah.
wishbone. On the ground with the tailback.
Get out. Just somebody came through and disrupted that entire play. Nobody picked him up. Just good defense across the board. So that is what, 3rd and 4?
That's it.
I may just do basic handoff here and hope we can get good blocking. I wonder if they'll go goal line. Nope. They're going 5-2.
44.
I'm going to go to the left, and they're pinching in. That may actually help us. Get a block right there. Good job. Good job. First down.
He's tackled. How about that conversion?
Keeping the drive alive.
Good push here by the guys on
I'm going to go, I have an idea. I'm going to go, not this one, I'm going to go here.
The biggest compliment you
I'm going to go basic option, if our guards can handle it,
These guys are playing
with Gardner.
hard right now.
Now, if our guards get pushed back again on this play, then I'm going to have to scrap option altogether today. But we're going to go to the right.
is looking to bust through that O-line.
Come through. We'll just cut up right here. Just get a first down with Jackson.
He kept it himself.
Thankfully, they shifted their line to the left. That made things a little bit easier. That should have left the guards open. Let's see what their defensive line did. So, see, yeah, they left the right guard open, so he didn't have to get pushed back, which helped. So that shift made a difference. So we're on the 29. Like, Gardner's still kind of feeling it. Let's go here and let's give him a basic handoff.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 29.
I'm going to go to the right unless they shift hard. Nope, they're not going to.
McDaniel wants the ball. We'll see if they give it to him.
Get outside, just something. This was kind of my fault. I should have cut this thing in. No, I guess I had no way to get in. Yeah, that was the right decision on my part to go to the outside. His speed kept us going, so that makes it what? 2nd and 5? I have an idea. I'm going to go roll out. I have it on my mind. And they're going man, so this will be interesting. We're going to roll out. Let's see if we can get Allen going. Oh, they're going cover 0. Oh, I got hit when I threw it. Oh, killer play. 6 points, baby. Cover 0. Over the top. And I got hit when I threw it. That's what worried me. Great play, Jackson. Even better play by Morris. That's why you get big guys, that receiver in this offense. Just jump ball stuff right there. Great play. I wonder if I can get a good thumbnail out of that. Somebody came through. Yeah, see what happened here? I think this is my... Oh, yeah, McDaniel. Completely whiffed on this block. The whole point of this play is to roll out, so that's why I'm kind of rolling out. But I saw they went cover 0, so I'm like, okay, let me just stop and go over the top. But I got hit when I threw it, but a killer play right there. Insane play. That could be a pretty good one, something like that. Let me go ahead and get this one while we're here. Nice. Incredible play. So that gets us up 2 scores with plenty of time to spare in the quarter. Let's get back on defense and continue doing what we're doing there, which seems to be working okay. Thankfully, their quarterback isn't running around too much. Jackson is making some killer plays out there today. If he was a senior this year, I probably would have moved on to like another team or something, but I want to see his career, see how he finishes out. He's a junior. We're going to talk more about that at the end of the season. That was a good punt. I didn't mean to kick it to that guy, but it's a fair catch. Let's go 4-2-5, cover 3. Absolutely, especially in this offense. But any deep ball offense or passing attack, yeah, you need deep, bigger dudes up there. Just easier. Let's see what they do here. Going pass. Interception by the freshman. Nice. Nice. That's his first interception of the year. No, he had one. It's like in week 4 or 5, he had one on the sideline. The kid's just a freshman, people. Kid's a stud for us. Go back and look at it. Let's see what that quarterback was looking at. Apparently nothing. You go back here. Was somebody cut up? Went a little slant route. I guess he just wasn't paying attention to Butler. Killer play. So what do we do with that? Let's go option. We'll just do basic. I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to cut up 6. Punch! Ah! Mr. Jackson. Incredible. He's having an incredible game. Yep, that's exactly. For this game, it helps if you got faster guys in the slot. It just tends to work a little bit better. Of course, in my last Hawaii Dynasty, I had what's-his-face, that 6'9" wide receiver. I had him in the slot, and we dominated with him. So, but you can go either way with it in the slot. A great play, though. Go back and look at this. Good blocking on the right side. Who made a killer block? Look at that tackle right there. Boom, with a killer block. Tight end going to the second level. And then I'm just being patient. I'm just waiting for McDaniel to make a play. Then once I saw this guy follow McDaniel, I just head into the end zone. Great play. Wow. Let's blow him out. Why not? Let's cement our status in the MAC as the best team.
So under 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, and the score, Akron 28, Northern Illinois 7.
Welcome in, Swigel. I'm going to call you Swigel because it sounds better, but it's cool you're from Denmark. The general, yes. See, just a special player. Feel terrible that foul messed up on me. Well, accidentally, I done it myself. I accidentally exited out while it was saving. That's just dumb on my part. That was a very fun dynasty. Back to defense we go. We're killing it at the moment.
Three wideouts here.
Good up, cut up by the halfback for a first down.
Brings him down. And the halfback ripped off a nice gain there to get him the
Let's just stay in cover 3.
Let's see if they go to him again.
first and 10. Ball on the
We'll do something like this.
The Huskies come out in the ace formation.
We'll continue. This over front, I think, is working okay. Somebody make a tackle there. There you go. That's how you're supposed to do it, Pace. Just go head up on the kid and knock his head off. That's a perfect tackle right there. Awesome looking play by Pace. 2nd and 7. I'm going to attempt. Let's do a zone blitz. I think they're going to go play action.
2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on their own 48.
If I can get to it.
The Huskies come out showing 3 wide.
Ah, just whiffed on that one. Going to get it almost a first down. 3rd and 1.
6 yards on the ground.
The going goal line. Ugh. Let's hope nothing goofy happens here.
And a yard for the first down. Ball on the 46-yard.
We're going to shade everybody over because majority of the runs go to the strong side. Huge play! Huge play! Golly, by Grant. Call a timeout. Came right on through. Nobody picked him up. Man, we got some nasty hits today. Golly! Go back and look at this. Just incredibly nasty play by our best defensive end. If I can get a cursor on him, let's see, right here. Look at this play right here. Boom! Oh my gosh, that could be a good thumbnail. Looks kind of weird and gay, but that's okay. Looks, either way, awesome play right there. Got his helmet on his shoulder. Oh my gosh, incredible play. Insane. Boom! So that is going to be what, 4th and 4? I call the timeouts. I'm going to do middle fan. We got a minute and a half. We got 2 timeouts. I'm going to use the passing game, see if we can get down the field and score before the half.
Number 45.
Definitely fair catch that one. Bad punt. That's what that punter's supposed to do right there. He's like a 68 overall punter.
Back out onto the field after that.
So I'm going to do another rollout. We're going to do that same one, but we're going to flip it. Maybe they'll go zone. Nope, they're going man. I was kind of hoping they go zone. We can hit them against cover 2. Let's see what happens here. Got to go for the other side. Get it, Gardner. Get it, Gardner. Oh, killer play. Great cover 1 beater. Any corner route or flag route towards the sideline, you got a chance there. But an incredible throw. Decent adjustment by Gardner as well. So you go back and look at it. Great play. So look right here. They went cover 1. You see the 1 high safety. They flipped it because I flipped my play as well, which I thought was funny. Because they got the safety going 1 high with the strong safety. And at this point, I saw the safety come down. So I knew he pretty much couldn't make a play right here. At this point, I saw one-on-one situation with Gardner. It's just a matter of time for he had to make a play in the passing game, and he did. Great play, number 3. Let's just go off tackle here. I think everybody's locked in at the moment. We're just playing solid football. They are blitzing this safety. I'm going to run to the right. I think we're going to be okay. Let's override that blitzing. There we go. Get a first down right there. Sometimes it helps to attack that blitz and safety. 1st and 10. Let's do something simple. I'm going to go basic handoff with Gardner. The clock is running, but we're good. We got plenty of time. Ah, man. Oh, they crunched in. That may help us. And it did. And it did get a block right there. 6 points. Nice. Incredible. We're just killing them. Good. We should. We're the best team in the conference. They're no match for our rushing attack. Not even close. Killer block by our tight end. Great block by McDaniel. Nice. Welcome in, Brewster. Great play. Just everything's clicking for us. That's good. Hopefully we can see the same thing in the bowl game, whoever we play. Get it down the middle of the uprights. 47 seconds. I'm expecting basic passing here, or they may just want to go to the half and cry. Can I throw in an option? We can try that maybe. I can do in the 4th quarter if I put in the 2nd. The option passes in this game are very miss. A lot more miss than hit. The timing just has to be spot on. But yeah, I can fool around with that some. if I don't forget. You have to remind me a little bit later. Let's go quarters.
They'll go to work at the 21-yard line. The Huskies line up.
We'll do something like this or back to a spread. Broke the tackle, but didn't get very far. That makes it what, 2nd and 7? If they're going to let the clock roll, they're not calling a timeout. I'm going to go 4-2-5 cover 2. Just keep everything in front of us.
2nd and 7. Ball on the 24-yard line.
Let's see what they do here. Again, I'm just expecting a run. As long as they don't get a first down, this should be the last play of the quarter. Going to pass it. Interesting. And we forced the fumble. I came through with a sack. It's so hard for me to get a sack with a defensive tackle. But here I come right on through. And a strip sack. Nice. And that's end of the first half. Awesome. Welcome in, Bryant. 35-7, and just a perfect half for us. Everything just really clicked. So what am I looking at the depth chart for? Let's go to stats and scores. 312 to their 125, 215 yards rushing. We're just this is about the best blocking I've seen our team do or have this season. Maybe just incredible for them. Good job, everybody across the board there. Our passing game, we got almost 100 yards and a half, which is incredible for us. You go down here 100% on third down. This is when you know your offense is going well. You only had 1 third down attempt. We're just getting first downs in a quick quarter. They're only 25%. We don't have any turnovers. They had the 1, and that was the interception. You go to individual stats. Jackson, MVP so far. I know Gardner's got like 3 touchdowns already, but I think Jackson's one that's pulling all this together. 3 for 4, 97 yards and a touchdown. Then you go to rushing. Gardner with 125 and 3 touchdowns. Jackson's got 30 and a touchdown. Allen's got 60 yards. We need to get him in the end zone sometime today. Receiving, Morris, 2 big plays. And Gardner had that big one in the second quarter. Just deep bombs across the board, but that's a perfect complement to our running game. Go to defense. Williams and Stokes leading there. At least they're not secondary players. That's good. Tackles for loss. This is another killer. We normally don't have too many tackles for losses in our defense. Today we are. We got a total of what? 6? 7. 7 tackles for losses. I mean, we're just going after those cats. You go to sacks. We got 1 by Miranda, and we got the 1 big interception by Butler. All right, so anybody needs to ask a question or chat a little bit before we head into the second half. This is a good time to do it. And speaking of, I just want a perfect time for me to talk about this. I mentioned this in a community post yesterday. I created a new section on the website just called football, and it's got a couple of different things. This is where I could put my real football stuff. So if you go to schemes, this is what I'm really excited about. This is where I can give you like a big brain dump of good information on various schemes. Like over time, this is going to be a big laundry list of schemes and coaches. So like you go to Air Raid, I've just done Mike Leach for now. You click on Mike Leach, you go there, and I have playbooks. I got football playbooks, various things that he has touched or he coached, whether he was an offensive coordinator, like at Oklahoma in 99, before he took over Texas Tech in 2000, various stuff like that. Now, Leach wasn't a very paper, hard copy playbook guy. He done everything through video. But I do got gaming playbooks. You click on that, and here is every one of his playbooks when he coached at Texas Tech. So if you play 02, 03, 04, whatever, and you want to run his offense, this is about as close as you can get. And here's all his Texas Tech playbooks. And then in NCAA 14, there's his Washington State Air Raid playbook. So really cool there. Just kind of takes the guesswork out of what you're looking for. Again, if you want to run his style of offense, style of air raid. Then I got a bunch of videos I really enjoy. This is like one of my favorite ways to learn. It's just by watching videos of various things. And I got a playlist of various Mike Leach stuff, whether it's him talking at a clinic, him breaking down something, somebody else breaking down one of his games. It could be anything and everything. And these are about the best ones. I've seen every one of these several times over. I used to watch these old quarterback drills years ago. That's a good receiver drill right there. Just really good stuff on the man, the myth, the legend. Just incredible amount of content here. And if you want to go deeper, like knee deep into studying his way of doing things, I got books and courses from other places, especially like on CoachTube. I've bought so many courses off that side. It's not even funny. This one's a really good one. I've bought it. I bought this one as well. Just some really good stuff if you want to get to the real shtick of the air raid. It's all right here, and all three of these books are excellent. I actually wrote a paper back in grad school on this book alone. This was kind of like my main source material. I've read this like 3 times over. This is a really good book. This is a really good book if you want to know the history of how the air raid got started, especially this book. This one's incredible. So make sure you go back to the website. I always got links scattered across the place. And then I got my favorite channels. This is what I got on the main homepage of the channel. These are like my favorite film study channels. If you ever just want to learn more in general, these are great guys to follow. Really good stuff across the board. Make sure you check that out. And if you got any recommendations or something that you don't see on here, let me know. I'd like to know about those for sure. All right, so let's go head into the game. Yes, thanks, Laveris. Yeah, I really enjoy putting a lot of that stuff together and helping people out. All right, let's have a clean quarter to where we can like sub our second string and get ready for that bowl game. That'd be nice. First and 10. Let's try. Let's do. I'm going to flip tackle. Who is his biggest rival? I don't know. I mean, that's tough to answer. Get a block right there. There we go. Get a block right there. Gardner, is he going to go? Is he going to get there? You ain't going to catch him. The fastest man in the country, scoring touchdowns left and right. 6 points. The man, the myth, the legend. Touchdown. Incredible. Incredible. Insane. QB School is a great channel. He's got a lot of good stuff on there. His Patreon page is really good. He's got more knee-deep stuff there. Just has a lot of knowledge on the game. And he should. He played in the NFL for years. All right. That's just one step closer for us to subbing in our second string here in a little bit. I may give them like one more drive. I'd love to see us get invited to another conference, but I have some other ideas, and we're going to talk about a couple. Oh, fumble! Pick it up! Pick it up! Oh, they got it back. So it is first and 10. Let's go quarters from nickel. Yeah, Monk, you can always just come in and you can. Can you go back and watch like while it's live? I think that's a terrible play. Fumble it. I think you could go and just move it back to the beginning of the stream. I could be dead wrong there. Of course, my streams never go anywhere. You can go back and watch it later if needed. Fourth, let's do a cover 1.
It's second down and 1 to go. Ball on the 27.
If I can get to him. Right here. Great tackle. Pace. That's how you're supposed to do it. He's making some killer tackles today. And they're going cover 0. Or they're going cover 0. I'm an idiot. They're going goal line. So we're going to do the same. I'm going to shift everybody over. Yeah, you can go back while it's live. I thought you could. We came to play. That's all it is right here. Nowhere to go. Look, they even got a good push, but we were just getting through the line. We're breaking our blocks really well. And thank the Lord they don't have an impact halfback. That would have been much tougher. So this may be the last drive for our first string in general, because we got we got a bowl game to win. Got to finish that strong. Shank it to the left. Nope. He shanked it short. We're going to have a fair catch that one. Maybe could have done something with that, but that's okay. First and 10. Let's go basic power. We'll do it from wide. Hopefully they don't shift after the line. Nope, they're going to leave him as is. We need to get a block on that defensive end. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Man, that kid's a stud. But again, it's half him, half of our team. They're just getting good blocks. It helps, especially in this offense. So we're on the 31. We can try, I don't think I have it here. Is it here? We could try the triple option pass, or here's the option pass. Let's do that. So they're going zone, and these two are good zone beaters, those two routes. So we're just going to run this as basic option. Do something like this. And just a bad play all around. Just very bad. Either way, just not a good, nobody's really open. Ooh, technically he was open right there. My bad. That's because they blitzed from that angle. Actually, he wasn't. So that was, either way, good defense on their part. So, Laveris, there's your option play. Option pass. Sorry, I did not make that look good whatsoever. Second and forever. Let's just do off tackle.
Second and long. Ball on the 38.
Don't get me started on my Celtics.
The Zips come out on the wishbone.
Oh, bad play, bad play. Good defense. Now it's third and forever. I may try. Third and 17. We haven't called this play any today, which is probably a good thing. Let's go vertical.
Passing situation here on third and long.
If they would have went man, we could have had a chance there, but that's just, it really works best against man more than anything else. So if they're going to go cover one, I'm going to try to hit this corner route. Get that, son. Nice. Perfect throw. Golly. Jackson. He's in another world right now. Look how good this throw is. Back shoulder. Boom. Boom. I love that route. One of my favorite routes in the game is the corner route. Insane. So you go back, you look, cover one. My cover one beater's the corner route. I'm just waiting for him to make that final cut. Do a little medium press of the button, nothing special, and throw it over that back shoulder. Incredible play. Good job, 15. And Morris, this is by far his best game of his career. All the good balls are just kind of going to him at the moment. So let's just punch this in. Looks like Gardner may get his fourth of the day if we can punch this one in. It's just too easy. Too easy. I'm jogging in. I'm jogging in. 48-7. Big Ten, invite us. What are you waiting on? I know you don't have any terrible teams in your conference to replace with, but still, gosh, we're just like, we're ready to move up. But if we don't get moved up, I'm going to move out. We'll go do something else. But let's go to mass subs. Let's go to, I'm just going to put in my second string across the board because, again, I want to win that bowl game. I think everybody's done their part for the day. So what I'll probably do is just run clock the rest of the way. Maybe even some in the third quarter. A complete beatdown of epic proportions. Yes, Archer. Just a just killer game for us. I mean, anything that could go right has gone right. Yeah, I wish it was easier too. You just got to, it's a 50-50 situation. It's the other team that's got to be so bad to replace. Otherwise, it'll never happen. In the Big Ten, we looked at it at the end of the last game, last video. I don't know if we're going to replace anybody in the Big Ten this season. That is a good, yes, you're correct on that. So I put in the mess up. If I need to take Allen out, we need to put Rich in right there. And we'll do Birchie right there. That way, none of them are going to play. Yeah, good call. All right, let's go. I don't know where I'm doing. Okay, I guess I'm going to do a cover two on my end. Screen over here. Screen. Terrible throw. Gosh, that was an awful throw by that quarterback. Who's he throwing to? Not that guy. He's been spooked. He's just got his bell rung a couple times. Second and 10. We'll just stay in quarters.
So it's second and 10. Ball on their own 17. They come out in a nickel.
It said they was going three wide. That's why I called nickel. Going speed option. Oh, good pitch at the last millisecond. Make a tackle. Big first down there. Too little, too late, though. And against our second string. Let's go cover two man. That is odd. I've been invited. Last time I got invited to a smaller conference, they would call that same play again. Last time I got invited to a smaller conference was when I was with Yale. We were an independent for one season. Then I got invited to the MAC. Is that where I got invited to? I'm pretty sure that's where it was.
You're right. Good heads-up play there by the QB.
We'll go back here. Good job, Al. Plug up the A gap. 2nd and 10. We'll go back to quarters from nickel.
2nd and 10, and this is the 5th play of the current drive. And the man
We'll do something like this.
Drop back to pass. Wants to throw outside.
Just terrible throw. Thankfully, this guy can't make a throw to save his life. They need to run the ball more with him, though. That's their strength.
Written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
3rd down and 10 coming up.
I don't think it's going to be Indiana. It may be Illinois. We're going to check that maybe at the end of the bowl game. Ow. I whiffed that one to no win. That was terrible. That was awful.
A big gain on that.
And I didn't contain. That was my fault, too. Just all kinds of bad. I'm going to do a zone blitz, though.
Cover, but they left.
Maybe they'll go play action, and I'll ring his bell.
Keyword is but. Good defense, but you got to keep your eye on that.
Go play action.
Northern Illinois.
Haha, good call. Nice. Weird-looking tackle. You go back and look at this. Weird-looking tackle.
Great call by the defensive coordinator.
But we got him down.
Off the corner, and he just uses
So that was a good guess.
the sack.
We'll go back to cover 3.
It's 2nd down, 15 to go. Ball on the 28. Going with the
Do an
shotgun.
over front. Actually, I'm going to do this.
Davis drops back to pass. Looking.
Ooh, almost picked off.
Almost picked off.
Almost picked off. So that is what?
Quarterback was expecting
3rd and forever.
because he threw it right to the defense.
I'm going to go quarters.
Playing against the zone.
That's a little too deep for my cover 3. So let's give them some extra help. I'll stay back like this. Ow, I whiffed it again. He's going to get a touchdown, I swear. That was my fault. Here I am. I just didn't contain. I just missed it. That's just my fault. I didn't even do the strafe either. It just my bad.
What a spectacular
No big deal. 49-7.
Impressive play here by
Yes. Going back to back. We're going to go this game and then the live stream and then the bowl game.
pocket longer and allow for the play to develop.
Let's just go goal line.
Not what happened there, but I'm sure the old coach will take that huge gain any day.
Do something like this.
They've got about 100 tight ends in there for this goal line play.
I'm going to go with it. Yeah. So this is another problem they've had on offense. That's the first time one of their impact receivers has touched the ball all game. That is coaching malpractice. You got 2 impact wide receivers. Get them the ball. I don't care what offense you're running. You got to get them the ball somehow. And that's the first time they touched it. And it's almost at the end of the 3rd quarter. That coach should be ashamed of himself. Again, I don't care what offense you run. You got to get your best players the ball.
Northern Illinois.
That's another reason why we're beating them so badly. Oh, look, they got 14 points. And one of those touchdowns was on our 2nd string. All right, let's see if the freshman can make a play here. Nope. It was we got it back, though, for Rich. All right. We can... I'm just going to keep this real simple and boring. No offense, but there's not a whole... I don't need to get fancy with the rest of this. We just need to get out of here and get ready for that bowl game.
Akron going with the wishbone here.
Good defense there. Nobody contained that defensive end.
Blitz and drilled the right.
End of the 3rd quarter. One more to go.
Heading to the 4th quarter. This one is well in hand.
I'm going to go do the halfback option. Actually, what I need to do, I need to get Elamimian. He needs to be my number 2 guy almost. Let's just go ahead and do that. We'll go to the right. Get a good pitch. Get a 1st down. Stay in bounds. Good job, Rich. Good pitch by Newell.
Nice job there. This guy does a good job of reading his blocks and accelerating through the hole.
Let's do basic option with that freshman.
Ball on their own 32.
I hate that I had to burn his red shirt this year, but we had no choice.
They come out in the ball.
We're going to run some clock. I'm going to go to the right. Elamamian? Okay. Either way. I may have to just call him Eli for short. Elamimian. So I was right on that, actually. Did you hear it?
Brought down.
Go back and listen to it. He actually said Elamimian. Cool. 2nd and 3. We'll go tackle. And again, just run more clock.
To go. Ball on the 39.
That's an odd shift. They spread out their defensive line, but crunch in their linebackers.
It's a full house backfield.
Go to the right. So while this is going, I'm going to try to talk my best about this. So I'd like to stay one more season with Akron, just because that's Jackson's. Oh, it's not a good play. That's Jackson's senior year. But after that, we'll see. I mean, one thing I'm thinking about is this offense has been cool. The defense has been cool, but I'm ready to do some different things. And I kind of want to do that with a different team. So I'm kind of hoping, I hate to say this, I kind of hope we don't get invited. Is that sacrilegious for me saying that? If I get invited, that means I got to play more wishbone, flexbone stuff for several more seasons, because I don't want to switch offenses just totality with this team. I mean, this is a flexbone, wishbone team, but if I don't want to run the schemes anymore, does that make sense? So it's just something for me to think about. I got some other things on my mind I want to do. I know my next defense, I'm going to run some Tampa 2 stuff. Next offense, I think I may do like a no-huddle system of some sort, where there'll be like the Peyton Manning Colts offense. I may do air raid, something where I get to throw a lot more. Everybody knows that's what I enjoy doing the most. Yeah, I think by the time the new game comes in, I'll have another full Dynasty in. And I may stick with this file, because we've talked about that in the last video. Syracuse looks like a prime candidate to take over, because they are awful. They're 0-11 this season. That would be a fun team to take over, and we can still see Akron in the background, kind of what they're doing. I have not done the Peyton Manning offense ever. I did a video on it once, but I've never done a Dynasty with it. I think that'd be a lot of fun. It's a little departure for what I'm used to doing in terms of not using so many different formations. You kind of stick with the same few and just try to rep them as much as you can. I'm just going to get down so he doesn't get hit. So I think that'd be pretty cool. That, and it forces me to use more audibles, and everybody knows I'm not the biggest audible guy. A lot of times you just don't have to in this game. But that's something that I've thought about doing, so I think that'd be a good combination. That, and what's funny is, what defense did the Colts ran when he was there? They ran Tampa 2. Tony Dungy, that's his defense. So I think a combination of both offense and defense would be pretty neat. Oop, I almost got to delay a game there. Oop, go to the outside. Why did I spin? I didn't mean to do that. 2nd and 16. I'm going to let's do a rollout. No, I got an idea. We're going to do a rollout. We're going to do this one.
It's 2nd down and a long ways to go. And this is the 9th play of the current
Carrier Dome. Exactly. That makes perfect sense. They played in the RCA Dome all those years. That would be, I'd literally be mimicking the Colts dynasty, if you want to call it a dynasty. Killer play, Al. Woo! Awesome play. Incredible. That's play of the year right there. That was wild. So basic play action boot with my little speedy quarterback, and I'm just seeing if anybody's open. I don't think I can outrun this guy if I started running in his direction. But look at this play. So my tight end is going out there. I just see him kind of open, and I had to control him. Killer pass, killer catch, spin move. Get off me, son. 6 points by a kid. Oh, I don't even know his first name. No offense to him. Awesome play. 55-14, 1:18 to go. And that was a cool way to end that one, that's for sure. Oh my gosh. So fun. So my question is, like, I'm really excited about some of the new stuff I want to do. Schematically, new team, whatever. I would do it the next year. Like, I wish Jackson was a senior. That way I could just go move on. I mean, there's still nothing stopping me from doing it. But he should come back next year. Gardner will be back. Allen will be back. But if we're going to stay in the MAC, I'm going to win the MAC title again next year. We're going to be better. A lot of our best players are coming back next season. So it's something I have to decide on. Let's see if we can make good plays here. Basic run up the gut, same dude. second. I don't think I'll be able to win it. I'll have to have a much easier non-conference schedule. Not like I done last year. That was a nightmare. One more year than do the Peyton Manning thing. Yeah, again, I just want to see this trio finish out and see how well they do. Because we've been riding or dying with Jackson, with Gardner, now with Allen. One of them is going to lose their impact status. I'm assuming that's going to be Allen. Because you always start every season with 2 impact players, one on each side. But he may get his impact status again next year. We'll see. Or Jackson may get it. Jackson may get the first impact status. We'll see how that goes. Make a play, somebody. Oh, that should have been a pick almost. He got it off just in time. So 1st and 10, 20 seconds to go. We'll go 4-2-5.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line. The Huskies.
We'll go, if I can get to it. There we go. Something like this. Get a tackle. Good job there. And that's it. 56-14, back-to-back conference championships. You got to love it. 8-1 in the conference. Incredible play. Incredible game. Everything just went well for us. Rough start to the season. That was all non-conference, but once we got to the conference schedule, we took care of business throughout. Just great to see. So let me go ahead and speed this up. Got a lot of Campus Challenge points to earn, as you can tell. It's untelling how many points I got wrapped up at the moment. That's one thing. I wonder if I should save my profile and try to unlock everything. Would people be interested in that? Like my profile that's got everything unlocked? Does that make sense? Anybody out there? I'd put it on the website, but the old PS2 guys may want that. I don't know. I've garnered up so much points. I just need to unlock everything. So total offense, 522 of their 239, 346 yards rushing. We threw the ball 176 yards, and a lot of that was just off, 4 pass plays. 100% on 3rd down, just excellent across the board. They had 1 turnover. You go to individual stats. Jackson, 4 for 5, 129 yards and a touchdown. Elamimian, 100% and a touchdown. What do I unlock? There's so many. You got historical teams. You got different cheat codes. I got the guide, and I actually got the list of all the stuff you can unlock on the website. You go up to I'll now go ahead and show you while I'm here. You go right here. You go to NCAA Gaming, NCAA 06 Guide, and I should have it. It's the Pennant Collection. If it'll do it, my internet's going super slow for whatever reason. There we go. You go to Pennant Collection. And this is where everything is at. You can unlock all this. The team boost, which I think is kind of goofy, but there they are. Then you got, keep on scrolling. Then they got game cheats. Those are just straight up direct things. Then you got unlock different stadiums. That's pretty cool. Then you got historic teams. I had a conversation with a buddy earlier about historic teams are cool, but there's nothing you can do with them. Like you can't play them in Dynasty or something, which would be pretty neat if you could. But mascot teams, then you got all-time teams, things of that nature. Just stuff like that. All right, let me go back here. So yes, good running game to say the least. Receiving, Morris, 3 receptions, 1 touchdown. Bash, however you want to say that, got a touchdown. Defensively, Hickman, Stokes, Pace, and Williams. Everybody got 4 tackles apiece. You go to tackles for loss, 2 for Grant, and look at all these other ones we had. Look at all these tackles for loss. This is the best defensive game we've had all season. Just top to bottom, everybody came to play. Sacks, Tate and Miranda got 1 apiece. And then look at CPU pancakes. Let me look at the interceptions real quick. We have the 1 interception. So you go to Northern Illinois. Yeah, this is an issue. Blocking. So yeah, if I can get to it, I hit the wrong button. So there you go. Yeah, look at all these pancakes. That's some people have an issue with that in 06. I never really noticed it because, hey, we just blew this team out. Even with all these pancakes, it still didn't make a difference. And I have the run blocking on for them like at 50%. So it's up to you how you want to do that, if that bothers you or not. All right, let's get out of here. Let's look at some things, and then we're going to go play the second game. We're fixing to find out who we're going to play in the bowl game. So there we are, MAC champs 2 years in a row. And we're going to take on Army in the Motor City Bowl. So we're heading right back to the same arena or the stadium we just came from. But they're 8-3. Now, they don't run option. They're just basic pro style. That's back when they attempted it and it just didn't work. But it worked for this game, apparently. But 8-3, so that's going to be pretty cool. It'll be different. So Mike Hart is your Heisman winner. We took him on in the beginning of the season. If I'm not mistaken, we got destroyed. Or was it, did we play Michigan at the beginning of the season? I don't remember. Either way, cool to see that. I do not want to save it just yet. I want to go look at top 25. Well, this is technically the bowl, the conference championship week. It looks like South Carolina's going to play in the national title game. Nebraska got upset by Oklahoma. Interesting. That's a big upset right there, just in terms of Nebraska was going to go into the title game, apparently, against South Carolina. Not anymore. NC State got upset, but no, Miami won that one. And then Marshall over Tulsa. So you go to Sports Illustrated. You go to bowl rankings. South Carolina and Michigan are going to play in the national title game. And you got Arizona State, Miami, USC, so on and so forth. We already looked at the Heisman winner award winners. We didn't win any of them, but here is Hart wins the Maxwell Award. Ohio State middle linebacker wins the McNarick. Then you got quarterback award goes to Derek Shaw. And the Walker Award goes to Hart. But there is Gardner. We tried our best. 27 touchdowns, 1,659 yards. If he would have played for Ohio State instead of Akron, he probably would have won this award. Either way, cool to see that. Wide receiver, kid from Oregon State won it. Arizona State tight end, Zach Miller, if anybody remembers him back in the day. It looks like Kirk Barton is your best offensive lineman. Remington, best center, goes to John McIntosh from UCLA. Arizona State, defensive end, Marcus James. So they had a really good season. The Sun Devils did. Linebacker, Landon Cutler. Wow, look at this. True freshman wins, and he got 9 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. Wow, that's the best freshman I've seen. I didn't get to see him play any, but that's still pretty cool to see a freshman win that award. Don't know if I've ever seen that before. Senior for NC State, free safety, wins the Thorpe Award. Then you got the Groza, goes to Oklahoma kicker. Arizona State punter. They even punted well. Then you got Marshall returner, Ahmad Bradshaw. No, that's not Randy Moss, but that is another Marshall player. And then you go to Coach of the Year, old head ball coach, Steve Spurrier, National Coach of the Year. I wonder how close we were. Were we on there anywhere? No, we weren't. Let's go to All-Americans. We should have a couple guys on here. First team, there he is, Brandon Gardner. That's 2 straight All-Americans, if I'm not mistaken. You go here. Freshman All-American. Last year, he was a second-team All-American. Now he's a first-team All-American. He's just a sophomore. So he's going to be in the top 5. He'll be in the Heisman running next year, the way it's looking. But keep on going. I'm just kind of quickly going through these. I don't think we'd have anybody else on the first team. What about the second team? No. It doesn't look like. What about freshmen? I'm trying to think. We would McCutcheon, Butler, maybe. I guess he didn't do enough. There's McCutcheon. I figure he would. He had a couple sacks. He had 7 tackles for loss and interception. I thought he'd done just fine replacing Carter, who had to move over to the left side. So cool to see that. So let's go over to the MAC. Gardner, that's expected. We would have a few others on here. Maybe. There's Walker. Interesting. Walker made that. He was on the other side. I thought he did have a good season. He had 5 interceptions, 3 tackles for loss, forced fumble. Wow. That's kind of under the radar. I just don't remember him making that many plays, but I guess he did. Cool to see that. Then you go to second team. There is Alex Allen. Cool to see that. Now, he is eligible to go pro early, technically, if he wanted to. We'll see if he wants to do that. Anybody else on the second team? No. All right. Either way, we got a few guys on that list. Bowl games. I just want to look at the heavy-duty ones. I don't care about these other ones. You go down here at the bottom. So Michigan, South Carolina, Oklahoma, Cincinnati in the Fiesta Bowl. So there is Cincinnati is your Big East champ. Then you got Orange Bowl. That's old school there. Nebraska, Miami. Then you got Arizona State and USC in the Rose Bowl, which I think is funny. Two Pac-10 teams taking on each other in the Rose Bowl. Georgia, Iowa, and so on and so forth. All right, Players of the Week. This is for the Conference Championship week. We have Brandon Gardner. Good to see that. 229 yards. He ended up with 5 touchdowns. Isn't that crazy? And he had that big reception for 45 yards. 11 carries, 229 yards. Like every single run was just a monster of a play. Pretty neat. Outside linebacker for Oklahoma had a good game as well. And the conference thing ain't going to make a difference. So let's move on from that. Conference standings. Of course, we're just going to look at the team info screen. We are officially MAC champions. We don't have anybody injured. Jackson, Gardner, Williams, Butler, Grant, Walker. That's been pretty consistent all season. But I want to look at Army, the Black Knights. No injuries. They got a quarterback that's got over 30 touchdowns. That's pretty cool to see. They got a running back averaging over 100 yards rushing. Interesting. Receiver putting up almost 80 yards and a bunch of random dudes on defense. And they got beaten their last game by NC State. So they were 8-2 before they lost their last game. But they're having a great season anyways. So that's who we got coming up next. So what I'm going to do is actually save this. We will save it. And then we're going to play it. We're going to end this season. And then in a couple days, we'll do the off-season video. Oh my gosh. Well, that was fun. Let's see if we can have a fun bowl game to boot. Let me go here. I'm going to go settings. I'm going to go here. Go here. We'll go here, and I've already done the settings. My bad. Let's go and save my profile. So that may be something people may be interested in. Like, I can unlock pretty much everything over time. I'm sure I can. I just don't know if a lot of that stuff just was never useful to me. Again, I think the historical stuff is cool. Some of those older teams, but there's only so much you could do with them. All right, that's what we got coming up next. That is the Army game. So let's look here. We got more talent than they do. Looks like their offense in general is really good. They look to be balanced. Defensively, like they just have had a good season across the board. But so have we. We got the number 1 rushing attack in the country. Technically the number 1 defense, but you know, that doesn't mean a whole lot when you got slower or shorter quarters. But our turnover differential is really good. Theirs ain't too bad either. So let's go ahead. Well, let me go ahead and head into the game. I'm going to go ahead and sim this up to that point. So this is the last game for our seniors. We already looked at the seniors in the last video against Kent State on senior day. Let's check out their uniform. That's their default. I don't know if they'd have an alternate, but that looks pretty cool. We'll just do the basic one. That's fine. All right. Going to take on Army. Been a long time since I've went up against them. Hopefully they don't have an impact halfback. We may be in a world of hurt. We're not the best when it comes to stopping the run. But I tell you what, if our defense came to play today like they just done in the conference title game, we're going to beat this team. Man, that defense looks sharp. So we are back in the Motor City. This is home away from home for us. We win a lot of games in this stadium. Home of the Detroit Lions. 8-3 versus 8-4. Going to be pretty cool. Pretty much, like I said, same offense as what we just saw with Northern Illinois, except I'm pretty sure their quarterback can't run. We're going to find out here quickly. All right. 8-4, Akron Zips, MAC champs. And here comes Army, 8-3 on the year. And there's the man. 3rd in the country in yards. 1st in touchdowns. Again, he's splitting the carries. He would like shatter records if I gave him the ball more. They're picking us to win. Let's go to the coin toss. They won it, and they will get the ball first, which is fine. So let's check out their roster. Starting off, 2 impact quarterbacks. Now, when's the last time you saw that? This is a first for me. Let me think. I don't ever remember seeing impact quarterbacks having 2 on the same team. That's kind of bad luck, honestly. I mean, you could kind of play two quarterbacks. I mean, you can finagle your formation subs, but that is the weirdest thing. They got two of them. Thankfully, they're pocket passers. Neither one can run all that well. This guy can a little bit, but he's the backup. So we're going to go after those guys, which means they do not have an impact halfback. So that's going to be very helpful. Paul Johnson, just an okay dude, but it looks like he had a pretty good season this year. Fullback, just he's a blocker, nothing special. Wide receiver, 84, 80, 78, 80. You look how big this kid is. 6'7", 233. They got some size there. They got some dudes over 200 pounds. Good looking receiving core. Tight end, slow. This is a receiver. That's that kid we just talked about. And this is another blocker. So I'm not going to expect much from these guys. Tackle, let's say 74, 74, 72, 68, 76. Our defensive line should dominate this offensive line. Should. Defensive end. I don't know what defense they run. I'm thinking a 4-3. We'll find out. 72 and 76 on the edge. 76, 68 at the middle. So just way worse than what we just went up against. Linebackers, 80. Middle linebacker, we're going to run away from this guy as much as we can. He's 80 overall and 78. So their linebacking core is pretty decent. Corners, awful. Awful right here. So maybe we can attack this. We're going to just keep attacking the edge. And then we could try some of that rollout and really make those corners work. Free safety, awful. 68 overall, 78 speed. Decent, strong safety, though. 84 overall, 84 speed. And look how big he is. He's a linebacker. 6'2", 235 pounds. Hard hitter, I reckon. You go kicker, nothing here. They got 3 of them for whatever reason. And they got a terrible punter. Okay, I feel like this should be a slam dunk game. You just never know. Sometimes bowl games, things get juiced up a little bit more. We'll see. No impact guys on the back end. I'm going to kick it straight.
And they'll be returning this one.
Let's make good decisions. Get a tackle. There we go. Decent return. Wow, he's had a very productive career so far. Looks like he's a big-time special teams player. Let's just do basic cover 3. I'm going to do a lot of zone. I'm just expecting a ton of passing because they got 2 impact quarterbacks. I'll do something like this. Strong twins. Good cut up to the left side. Going to get almost a first down. Let's go cover 1 on him.
Second and 1 coming up here. Ball on the 41.
They're going back to that. I'm going to do this. He's wide open over there. Make a play. Good job. Hickman. Got a hand on it. 3rd and 1. They're going to go goal line. They are not. I'm going to go a different cover 1. Do something like this. They're going to pass it. Wasn't expecting that. He overshot it. I think the receiver, he stopped or something. Was it like a double move? He stopped. That was a weird little glitch. It helped us. So we're going to force a punt. Nice. They're on the 41. Yeah, we'll do a double cross. I think we could get a return. So let's get on offense for the first time. See if we can make a play or 2. Shank it to the right. Shank it to the right. Nope. Decent punt. Just don't fumble it. So we can go, let me make a couple adjustments here. Let's put them to sleep a little bit with a little run game. We're going zone. Let's go to the right. Get a block. Good defense there, but not number 4. Not a bad play. Let's call the same thing, but from tight. They're going 5-2. I guess I'll go back to the right. They're spreading out. Let's try. There we go. Get a first. And he fumbled it. Jeez. He fumbled it. Was I not supposed to? I didn't do anything goofy there. He just got his bell rung. Golly. Just give him the ball back, why don't you? I'm going to do a zone blitz. That's how you lose games. It said they was going 3 wide. That's why I called. Dang it. Easy play there. Good job there by Carter. And a flag. What's the flag for? That was kind of late. Holding. We'll take it. 1st and 20 on the 50. Yep. We'll go cover 3 from 4-2-5 again. We'll do an over front. Something like this. Right up the gut. Ah, great play. I was not expecting him to go to the outside there. I should have stayed on the outside. First and 10. I'm going to do a one high. I'm going to blitz. It says they keep going 3 wide, but they don't. That's why I went nickel. Quit doing that. Give me the right information. I'm going to shade over just in case they go counter again. They went play action. Wow. Wow. Just like that, they're beating us. Just all of a sudden, our defense can't make plays. Golly. All right, so let's get on offense. Let's see if we can get the touchdown back. No different, hopefully, than what we just went through in the last game. They scored first, and then we scored the last 40 points or whatever it was.
And he tacks on the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary.
Yeah, just a bad start in general. Let's get back on offense and try not to have a bad fumble. An unlucky one. I can see a good block or two on the left side here. Let's get something like this. Get a block right there. Attaboy, McCutcheon. Ah, great play. No flag either. Great play by the freshman. Normally, I don't go with nickel on those 3 wide sets. A lot of times, I stick with the 4-3 or 4-2-5. Let's go option.
And they'll look to capitalize on the good field position here.
I'm going to go to the right. Get a block or two right there. Get a block like that. Interesting play by that safety. Did you see what he did right there? Great play by Jackson, though, in general. They're not going to show it here. I got a couple things to mention on this play. I can't go back to it. Let's say, well, so look at the strong safety. So I'm just being patient. I'm just waiting to see what that safety does right there. So he's committed to Gardner. At this point, I'm going to run straight. And then look what the safety, he kind of slows down. I don't know what he did right there. Just kind of slowed down. I tried to juke him. Probably wasn't a good idea to do that. But a great play. Let's just punch this in. Keep it simple. Let's get our touchdown and move on. We're going goal line. I'm going to go to the, probably back to the right. Get to the outside. Okay. So we got our first touchdown on the day. I'm done with the thumbnails. I don't think I've got what I needed. I can only do one thumbnail per video. Just good blocking across the board. So let's tie this thing. We'll get back on defense.
And he hits the PAT with about 3 minutes to play remaining here.
Not too worried. I thought we were going to be just fine. But their offense looks pretty steady, though. Not bad. I mean, usually the hardest offenses to stop for me has always been the balanced offenses or just heavy runners with impact quarterbacks and halfbacks that do option all day. Those are tough. But balanced offenses, I think, are even tougher. Let's just stay back. Let's just do cover 3 from 4-2-5. Let's just stay here. I'm going to shade over. There we go. A little 4-3 going toss. Not a bad play. Picked up 5. I picked the wrong play. I don't know what that was. Something weird. We're calling something really weird. I really goofed up here. Let's see if I'm calling a timeout. And I goofed up. I hit the wrong play on that one. So let's go 2nd and 6. I'm going to go linebackers. Going 2 wide again. This is what I wanted to call. Cover 2 man. I should have my defensive audibles in place, but I don't. Just never needed it hardly, but needed it there. I'm going to try to contain this strong side. Good tackle. Little underfront. Grant coming through. 3rd and 7. Let's go Cloud, see if we can get a stop. Supposedly the best defense in the country. I don't think that's correct, but it's nice to say anyways. They ran the ball. What was that? What was that? What in the world? What's going on? 3rd and 7. Let's go counter. And then just, I don't know what Carter's doing. He just got stuck on something there. And if I didn't control him right there, that would have been a touchdown. Oh, gosh. Just defense. Step up. Make a play. Where were you at in the last game? Man, you were killing it then. I'm going to do another zone blitz. Maybe they go play action. They got a hanging tight end. I'm going to see if we can try that. And that ain't going to work. Not against that formation. That's kind of tough to blitz on. Intercept that. See, this is the bad luck we're getting today. Great tip. But my best player can't make the catch. So they're just catching the breaks at the moment. I'm going to go back to cover 3. We'll stay here. Should I shade over? Back to counter again. Wow, they're killing us with these counters. Just killing us. So, as much as they're running, you go back here, they are running more than they're throwing. So, I'm going to go play more man. Now people can see why I don't play a lot of zone against run-heavy teams. As long as you get decent blocking up front, you got zone defenders just kind of sitting their spot doing nothing. And by then, it's like too late, you know. So, let's go back on offense and see if we get the touchdown back. So now they're forcing me to go man. So that's what I told you earlier. Balanced offenses are really tough because they force you to go back and forth trying to figure out what they're doing. That's one thing I'm looking forward to with the new offense. It's a balanced offense if you got the players for it. I guess we're going to take this one out then. Just don't fumble it. Middle of the field. I'm going to... Let's do a basic option with Gardner. They're going 5-2. Interesting. I'm going to run to the right. Just get up the field. Just cut up field. Go, Jackson. There we go, Jackson. Joe Jackson, 6 points, 15. Huge, huge. Man, we needed that. Great play. Incredible. Wow. Awesome. Be patient. Good juke right there. Good blocking across the board from everybody. Go back and look at this. I got to go back. Let's see. So, decent blocking up the middle. Good pickup by McDaniel. And at this point, I feel like I can outrun this guy, and I did just enough. He went for my feet. At this point, I got one guy to beat. There's always somebody hanging back that can make that tackle. Nice juke. And then a great block right there by Morse. Killer block right there to secure the touchdown. Wow. So let's tie it up. No defense whatsoever so far. 4 touchdowns already. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Can't go wrong with Outcast. All right, tied up. So now, I don't know. We may just do some more man for a little bit until they force me to break out of it. Oh, terrible kick. This may be going out of bounds. Yeah, I hit the button a little too late. 14 all. They're going to get a good field position, though. I just did not do a good job on that kick. I'm going to go cover 1. We got to stop this run game, or we're in for a world of hurting. So they're running some interesting formations. I'm getting pushed around like a rag doll. See, now they go, see, just what do you do? When I go man, I want to stop the run. What do? They go pass. They go play action. I told you, balanced offenses make it tough on me. And it was a good catch. I don't know what my best defender's doing right there. He just whiffed on the swat. Let's try quarters. Oh, they may be running it here. I didn't think about that.
Army comes to the line with 3 wide.
I'm going to stay in. Play action.
Bednarik off the fake. Throw short.
Ow, ow. Gee whiz. What's just my fault on that one, but he's still a good catch.
Sure was. He displayed some
What do you do? Let's go cover 2, man. Maybe they'll run it here.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Do something like this.
High formation here. They get it out
Toss play. Get a tackle. Good job, freshman.
of the backfield.
Good job.
Linebacker, a big play.
2nd and 10.
Excellent tackle there.
I wonder, I haven't called this play in forever. No, I'm not going to do it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. So we'll just go cover 3. I was about to do one of those blitzes. The blitz plays in this 4-2-5 just aren't that great. I could probably fix them. I would I'm just not a big fan of what they got now.
Throws this one out to the right.
Wow, I think he's out of bounds though.
And the wideout couldn't drag a foot.
Okay, 3rd and 10. Can we get there? I'm going to go after him myself.
It's 3rd down and 10.
We need to get a stop in the worst way. I'm going to do this. I may go to the outside. Do not run the ball like you done last time.
Drops back to pass. He steps up.
Oh, get him. So they may go for this. They're on like the 38. They're going for it. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Cover 3? I don't know. They may run or pass here. They can go either direction.
They have to try to convert here.
They may just run the ball. Going to pass it.
Throw short. And it's caught. And
I don't think he got it. Man, that was close. Did he get it?
4th, but it'll be a 1st and
They got it. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Golly. They're just, I don't know what it is. They're just making plays.
the 7th play of the current drive.
And it's easy to say now.
Army comes to the line on the
Cover 1 was not the move. They passed it. So
Johnson.
make a tackle. Going to pick up 3 there.
A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
Back to cover 3. They may pass it here.
2nd down and 7 to go. Ball on the 30. High formation here.
End of the first quarter. Weird quarter. They're like, what did I say earlier? Bowl games, things get a little juiced up at times. That's kind of what we're feeling here. Like they just had a great first quarter.
The 8th play.
We're lucky to be tied.
The Black Knights line up in a split back set.
Make good decisions, everybody.
They hand it off.
Good tackle, Grant. 3rd and long again. I'm going to go back to Cloud. We just need to get to the quarterback quick enough.
3rd down
He got the ball off quickly the last time.
and play of the current drive. Pro formation.
Do not run. Surely they're going to pass it. They're running pure West Coast, more or less. I think this is technically a West Coast playbook.
Back to pass. Looking. He's rolling right.
Good job. We got to him, but are they going to go for it? They're going to go for it. So I'm going to call something different. I'm going to go
Disrupt the passing game.
crash 3.
Another 4th down facing this offense, but they did convert earlier this drive.
Well, wasn't expecting. Let's do something like this.
Line up in an I formation. Back to pass.
Get him. Great play. Good call, Al, I guess. Butler was able to come through, so I blitzed my middle linebacker in a corner on the right side. Just overloaded the right side. And it worked. This fullback, I don't know what he's doing here. He's just sitting on the pot. I don't know. Great play. Okay, so we got to take advantage of this. I'm going to go play action. Let's go play. And I picked the wrong.
They'll take
I went the wrong way with it. I'm going to flip it. We're going zone. There we go. I'm going to have Garner block. Went cover. Oh, dang it. I hit the wrong button. Al, good job. I'm just going to run with it.
He takes off.
I hit the wrong button. So we got some yards out of it. 2nd and 4. That's my bad. Oh, my gosh. All right. So let's. Oh, if you go back, I was supposed to go to Allen. Look at Allen on the left side. Wide open. I just hit the wrong button. I hit triangle. I'm an idiot. All right. 2nd and 4. Let's go to the left.
They come out of the bone here.
Get a block right there. Get to the outside. Just enough to get a first.
And he shoved out of bounds, so he picked up a few on that run.
We may try.
Using his blockers on that run.
I think we can actually do a little triple because I don't think their defensive line's good enough, but where he's missed our middle linebacker. Like, I'm going to go to the weak side.
And the impact linebacker has turned it up a notch.
Get through. Just, pitch it. I tried to hit the pitch button. It didn't work. So my receiver's out. Injured his foot. Well, that's no good. Let's try. I'm going to go. Let's go do power.
2nd and 12 coming up here. Ball in their own.
Yeah, Matt, go back and watch. You can go back and replay it while I'm still alive. Get a feel. Get a good defense. So that's what, 3rd and 8. Should I go vertical or do the rollout? We can. I'm gonna do the vertical. And they're going man. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna hot route McDaniel. I'm gonna get him out of the way. Cover 1. That guy can't keep up with me. We'll just get the. Let's keep it simple. Just get the first down. Okay, keep that going. Let's try. Let's do basic handoff with Gardner. Thankfully, they went man there. If they would have went zone, that'd have been tough. I have to go to the outside on that one. You ain't going to catch him. First down, Gardner. Good play there. I'm going to go halfback option. We're going to let our 2 impact guys do some work here. I'm going to go. We need a block on the left side. Nope, didn't happen. Something I wanted to try, but nobody picked up the defensive end, unfortunately. So now what I'm going to do is just do the same thing, but from tight, where we're going to just run basic off tackle. Then we'll figure out what to do on 3rd. Let's look here. I'm still going to go to the left. Face mask. Oh, you got to call that. They didn't call it. Well, it's 3rd and long. I'm going to go vertical again. This time we're going man, and Morris is out for the game. But they're going man. I'm going to do this. Cover 1. I'm just going to run. I don't think he can get there. I didn't get it. Dang it. I should have went to the corner. Maybe. No, I'm kind of glad I didn't. Well, I should have went to the corner. That's my fault. I should have went right here. That's my bad. I thought I had a chance to beat him, but I guess Jackson's gassed. So let's go. I'm going to go for it. Forget them. I'm going to go for it. I don't want to kick no field goal. Let's do our bread and butter. Let's see if they can stop it. We're going to go to the left. Oh, you got to be kidding. Look at this. Just kill. Oh, this is easy touchdown. Nope, he shed the block like it's nothing. Oh, my gosh. I wanted to take a chance there. Oh, well, it just didn't work. That's just didn't execute. Didn't block well enough. So let's get back on defense. I can get over there in time. Passing it. Thankfully, he didn't come back around and try to catch it. 2nd and 10. Probably what I could have done on that play. It just now occurred to me. I used the speed button as soon as I saw him catch on the block. If I didn't use the speed button, he may have not have broke it. I don't know. It don't matter now. Just run her up the gut. Shoot. See, again, look, their run blocking's been incredible. Look at that. Everybody's just getting a push. And the crazy thing is, I got that slider set at 50%, but they're just crushing us up front. I'm lucky I got over here in time to make the tackle. I'm going to go 4-2-5. I'm going to go... I wish I had an outside blitz, cover 1, but I don't. It's just not in here. We'll go cover 1. I think they'll run it. Let's get down, something like this. Good job. Ow! Forced a punt. There you go. Great play. So we got to score. We got to do something. I got to play a little bit better. It would be. Play them again. That would be a good team to schedule for next year. I think what I'm going to do in the non-conference schedule, I'm going to schedule one top 10 team one non-conference really good Power 5 team and then a team like this instead of 3 ranked teams. I'm going to fair catch that. I got nowhere to go on that one. Minute 32. Let's do option first. Let's go to the let's go to the right. Get a block right there. Get a block right here. First down. I didn't get out of bounds though, but we got a first down. I'm going to do the rollout. Let's do rollout. They're going man. Hopefully they don't have a spy. Ooh, they're going cover 0. Make a play. Ah. He overshot it just enough. Good hit too. Okay. So both of my impact halfbacks are really feeling it. So let's just do basic power. I think I'm going to go to the left. Good block, and that's what we want to see right there. Let's just get out of bounds. I think it's a good idea. Minute 7. Both of them are now a little bit calm. I'm going to go halfback option. We'll just run to the right again. Get a block right there. Just keep it with Allen. And I didn't get in? You kidding? How did I not get in? I somehow didn't get in the end zone. Weird. Okay. No big deal. Let's just punch it in. The clock has stopped, so we'll go ahead and snap this thing. There we go. 6 points. All right, so we finally got a lead. I feel like we've been just dragging behind. Yeah, I was hoping to run clock there, but the clock stopped. I guess I went out of bounds. So let's go and kick an extra point, try to survive the next minute on defense. I'm expecting them to pass quite a bit. So this offense we're going up against is pretty unique. You don't see a ton of it where it's a West Coast offense, but they do a lot of different things with their counters. They do, if you notice, it's nothing but strong and weak formations. I love some of that stuff if you're a pro-style guy. But if you can get that counter to work, that's one thing I'm hoping I can do more of in the new offense. Whenever we start that is add more counters, but we're going to do more slams. Just try to stretch plays, kind of the way Edgerrin James and Peyton did it back then. Get a tackle. Make a tackle. There you go. 56 seconds. Let's just go quarters and a nickel. We'll probably stay in nickel the rest of the way. They should pass the rest of the way. We'll go here. Good job. Out. Stayed in bounds. They're going to force a timeout. They didn't even call it. They're not going to call audible. They're not going to do hurry up or nothing. Fine by me. I'm going to sit here and just let it sit. Okay, there we go. Go back to quarters. We'll do an over front. Look at that 4-3 defense. I think they want to go to the locker room, which is, I'm fine with that. They're running clock. They're fun by beating up. Huge play. Huge play. We got to stretch this lead. We got 22 seconds. I've got how many timeouts? I got 2 timeouts. I'm going to...
That's a shot to the morale of this team. It's bad enough they were already losing going into the...
I'm going to go slant flare. They're going man. I don't know. Let's see if they can pick up Gardner here. And he can't. I'm going to go over here. Yep. I figure they can't get to him enough. Get about 9 yards there. On the 15. Now I'm going to go to vertical. This may be a perfect time to go to the corner if they go cover 1. Already got everything jumped up to 70% on those penalties, I think. Cover 1. Make a play. Ah. I thought it was a good throw. Did he overshoot it? Perfect timing on the throw. Ah, it went right through his hands. What do you do with that, you know? 2nd and 10. I've got all the timeouts in the world. Let's go option.
It's second down and 10 to go. Ball on the
Go in zone. This may be time for Mr. Jackson to make a play.
field. Here's an option, right side. He might have a chance.
Get a first down there. Call a timeout.
Himself and picked up a good
One timeout to go, 9 seconds.
Just when you think he's going to pitch it,
Let's do an off tackle.
keeps the ball himself.
No question.
And then we gotta have to be a little leery about what happens here if we don't convert this. Let's see.
impact tailback.
We'll go to the right.
Nothing more than to have the ball
There we
in
go.
hand
Just
right now.
6 points. All right, good deal. So now we're up 2 scores. It's been a hard-fought battle this half, but we've made just enough plays to stretch the lead.
This guy's not stopping for anybody.
Speaking of stopping, somebody on the defense has to stop this running back, or else you're in for a long.
Yeah, Laveris, I got all of my penalties set to 70% across the board. One thing I don't want to do is just jack up so many penalties in a game where it just kind of clogs down a game every time, but
The PAT. That's going to lead us to our Pontiac drive summary.
I don't see enough. Like, I'll go ahead and show you. Go to settings. You go to penalty. See, I got everything set on 70. Like, I could bump everything up to like 90. I know you said you wanted offsides, but offsides isn't even on here, if you notice. So you can't really change anything about that. You see some of the, oh, there it is. Offsides is just on, but it's not a slider. If that answers your question, you just can't really change that. But some of these other ones, I don't know. I feel like we get enough penalties in a game, but I can go up if I feel the need. But when you got little 5-minute quarters, it seems fair, I guess. So 5 seconds to go. And we'll just kick it like normal.
Set to return.
Pretty solid kick.
Kicks it off.
He'll return it. He may take out the 5 seconds off the clock.
Fields at the goal line.
Nope. It's going to be 3 seconds go. I'm going to go cover 1. This says they're going goal line, but I just want to make sure we got a couple dudes on the back end.
They shift on their defensive front.
I'm expecting a basic run.
On the ground with the tailback.
Yeah. All right. End of the first half, 28-14. Ended up having a much better second quarter than first, that's for sure. You go to stats. 263 to their 175. Both offenses are kind of doing their thing. They're running the ball well. We're running the ball really well, though. We're getting ready to put up over 500 yards. Our passing game has been atrocious, but it's not really meant to be outstanding either. 50% on third down to their 20. I think that's one of the reasons why we're staying up a little bit. And a turnover apiece. You go over to go to individual stats. Jackson just 1 for 3, 10 yards, but it's the running game. Jackson, look at Jackson, 161 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. And then Allen's got 49 yards and 3 touchdowns. It's still winning. Actually, this is Allen, not Gardner. So Gardner hasn't gotten in the end zone yet. It's just kind of the way that's worked out. Receiving, Gardner's got 1 reception. Defensively, Butler and Stokes, this is what you want to see. Your linebackers leading in tackles. That's what I like to see, at least. Tackles for loss, Butler's got a couple, Grant and Stokes. 1 sack by Butler and no interceptions. All right. Anybody have anything to say before we head into the third quarter? It's a good time for me to take a mental break, but I can go and show you while we're here. Got some cool stuff in the shop. I got to advertise some of this stuff. I've done a little mini scheme on NCAA Football 11. I know that's not the greatest scheme in the world, but that playbook is just really neat if you ever wanted to run Gus Malzahn stuff. And speaking of, I got to put Gus Malzahn in my scheme page. I'll get him set up eventually. But, of course, I got my vault and other things inside the vault if you don't want the whole thing. But just a bunch of great things from, you go over to courses. This is all my video-related stuff. And then you go over to my ebooks. Of course, this is the old school stuff right here. This actually isn't a book. It's not a PDF. It's actually just another way of me to kind of to show. It's kind of on the site, but it's privately in a sense. But I got a bunch of good stuff on here. If anybody just needs some help schematically with 06, I got a few 07 things on here as well. I got a couple of 14 books. Then, of course, the memory cards. This is my best-selling stuff right here. This is where all the magic happens in terms of getting your rosters on your PS2 and whatnot. I got a bunch of stuff for a lot of the Madden games as well. I got some basketball stuff, even a little baseball. And I just happen to have those rosters on me at the time. But just some really good things. And of course, like I said, the vault. This is where all my files are kept. If that's your thing, if you need files to download, anything that I have regarding Playbook Gamer, I got it all stored on there. So make sure you check all that out. I got the link scattered across the board wherever you can find it. All right, let's go ahead and head to the third quarter.
We're ready to start the second half as the teams are lined up for the kickoff.
4-2-5 recruiting tips. Oh gosh, it's no different than any other. You just got to go
McCutcheon.
get good players. There's nothing really special about the defense. I'm not the biggest fan of the defense. It's kind of limited in this game, but
Onto the field for their next possession.
let's do a basic run with Gardner.
They'll get the ball here at the 20.
The only downside to one of the downsides is the game forces you to have 3 free safeties on the team.
They're lining up
Just it makes no sense.
on the ground.
Get to the outside, Gardner. There we go. You can't tackle the man. Get him going a little bit. I may try play action again.
First and 10. Ball right around midfield.
Let's see if I can hit the right button this time. Going zone.
Allen.
Cover 2.
We'll see if they give it to him.
Great throw.
Throws it to the outside. And they couldn't hook up on that one.
I don't want to take these guys over every time, but I know just you gotta make a catch, buddy. I'm sorry. That's the perfect throw. And you got to do something there. Just so frustrating. But what do you do? Let's go power.
So it's second
Let's just do off tackle.
ball on the 50. Come out of the
Ooh.
wishbone. Jackson.
There we go. He ain't going to catch me. He ain't fast enough.
Inside.
Get a first down with Gardner again.
Standing run by that European.
Brad, you're exactly right. The ball carrier is able
I mean, it's not terrible, but you need some help with it. That's why I throw nickel when it even... I don't know. It just got some limitations to it. My biggest problem with the 4-2-5, I don't like the position of some of the players and kind of where they're located. Just kind of makes things tough. But I've always been a 4-3 guy. 4-3 and nickel, that's just my favorite. It works really well in this game. And that's what I'm going to be doing in the next Dynasty. I'm going to do Tampa 2. A lot of that's going to be 4-3 based. And some nickel as well.
He laterals the ball.
I didn't mean to add another...
Wide. With a recovery. Campbell lays it
Is that my fault? When I'm not supposed to juke? I mean, you're an impact halfback. It shouldn't make a difference. I guess I just juked at the wrong time. I don't know. That's Allen's second straight fumble. Well, let's go cover 2 man.
They'll set up shop at the 15-yard line.
Do something like this.
High formation here.
Toss play, easy. Oh,
To the right.
oh, you got to be kidding.
To the quarterback.
Wow, incredible play. Look at this quarterback. Golly. He shook my shoes off.
For that one, and they give up a first down.
So we got unlucky here. Great block, and I don't know what this guy's doing. But look at this juke right here. Whoop. But that's what impact players can do. And they'll probably score off this touchdown or off that turnover I had. That's just what the game does sometimes. When you turn the ball over, they really make you pay for it. Go play action.
Lines up in a pro set.
I think there's only one play action playing that formation.
Bednarik drops back on first down.
Bad throw there. Whatever happened there, I'm not sure. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Let's get in the throwing lanes. It can be hard to see the receiver.
Let's go cover 3.
Excellent job by the defensive line.
It's second down and 10 to go.
We'll do an over front this time.
Yard line. They shift on the defensive line.
Another toss play. No, that's the exact same play.
Throws it to it.
Ow! Ow! Quit diving like that. Dang it.
Takedown. And the trick
That's my fault.
off with a nice gain.
It's terrible. It's not a good play at all. I'm going to go... Let's do nickel 1 high.
First and 10.
It's hard to see over there when the camera is in the opposite direction. When you're not in the
Line shifts
view.
Johnson on the give.
Good hit by Miranda. Thankfully, he had nowhere to go. He still picked up a couple. I'm going to try another zone blitz. Let's see if they go play action again.
Right around midfield. Nickel defense.
Please do not run to the left. That will not be good. I'm taking a chance. Ah, ow. Make a play, Pace. Or don't. Good job, Pace. And their receivers hurt. What a weird, goofy game. A lot of just oddball plays. So it's 3rd and 8. We'll try Cloud again.
3rd and 8. Ball right around midfield. Bednarik is
hopefully that fullback. I'm going to control Williams instead. Let's see if I can get around this guy. Wow, wasn't expecting that. That's another 3rd and long, and they just run the ball. Good play calling. Good play calling. That's all I can say about that. So their offensive coordinator is way better than Northern Illinois', that's for sure. So their receivers after the game. There we go. Good hit out. Going to lose a couple yards there. That makes it what? 2nd and 14. We'll just stay in quarters. That's one thing I like about quarters. So that's one thing I'm actually excited about. I'm not going to be using like hardly any quarters in that Tampa 2. We're going to be doing just a lot of cover 2 man and zone. And I'm going to be controlling the middle linebacker. They're destroying us up the middle. Like, just absolutely just destroying us. Good halfback draw. Just good pickup on the blocks. That makes it 3rd and 3. They're going goal line. I'm going to go man. But what I was getting at, one of the best things I like about the quarters coverage is it's very flexible. I'm not worried about that. I think they're going to run to the left. Told you. Yep, they ran to the left, and we got the stop. So are they going to go for this, or are they going to kick a field goal? They're going to go for it. Golly. I'm going to go cover 0. I'm going to do something I don't normally do.
Let's see if the defense is ready for this one.
We're going to do something like this. Get everybody down. Triple. Touchdown. Golly. As soon as I go cover 0, they go right up the gut for almost 6 points. Goofy. Again, just a goofy game. But we're going up against a decent team. They're 8-3. I guess they've been 8-3 for a reason. They've just been solid all season. So a terrible quarter. We fumbled it, and they're going to go right down the field and score on us. He didn't get it there, but I think we're delaying the inevitable. We'll just stick with the same thing. Shade everybody over. Just too easy. Again, they make you pay for a turnover. So we lost a touchdown there. We got to quit turning the ball over. My impact halfbacks need to quit turning the ball over, which again should hardly ever happen, but for whatever reason it's happening today. And again, I don't know if it's because it's a juiced up bowl game, but either way, we got to overcome it. Just got to play better. Defense did not have a good drive there. Let's see if Rich can do something. Get a block right there. Oh, man. So close. I'm going to try. Let's do just a basic handoff. Let's just get things going. I'm going to go to the left. Let's see if Gardner can make a play. Get a first down. Like, I'd love to try play action here, but is it worth it? I don't know. Our passing game has been atrocious today in this game. Going zone. I may have to cut this one up. Like this. Great play, Jackson. I'm glad I didn't pitch it there. It could have been bad. 1st and 10. Looks like Allen is feeling it. So let's just do a handoff with him. Even though I'm afraid to. He's fumbled it twice. So should I punish him? I don't. Good block there. Get a block there. Get about 6 there. 5 yards. I'm going to do. If I can find it. I'm going to do basic option with Gardner. We're going zone. Let's go to the right. First down. Very patient altogether. Look at this. So I'm going to the right. My right tackle got beat a little. Do not use the speed button. Pitch it at the last second. Juke when you need to and get the first down. Phew. It looks scary when you're going through all that, but we got through it. I'm going to go halfback option.
It's 1st and 10. This is the 5th play.
And I got to go to the right. Since they're going 5-2, they pushed their linebacker, their impact guy, to the left. Ah, Lee.
Brings him down for a loss.
I mean, what do you do with that? My right tackle got beat again.
Defensive line.
I guess I didn't pitch it in time.
I saw him last night at the hotel, and he had 3 bags of food going up to his room.
I'm going to... Let's just do another off-tackle run, and then we'll figure out what to do on third. We're going zone.
Play of the drive. Allen is
We'll go to the left. Get a block right there.
in his hand.
You ain't going to catch him. You ain't going to catch him. Yeah, you can't catch him. So it's 3rd and 5.
They go with a run, and that'll be a gain of 9.
And the clock's going. That's probably the last play of the quarter. I may just call the same thing just a couple times over.
Red zone.
End of the 3rd quarter. A terrible quarter. Nothing went right there. Turnover. They got a touchdown off of it.
Our score, Akron 28, Army 21. 3rd and 5. This is a 7th play.
I'm going to...
Gardner is in the zone.
Let's go to the right. Get a block. Good job. Good job. Allen's going to score.
Touchdown, Akron.
So, we got the touchdown back. I went to the right because that's where the grass was at. They didn't have any extra defenders over there. So when it comes to an impact middle linebacker, you can go left or right since he's dead center, so you're not gaining an advantage either way. But we had more grass to the right side. So I felt like that was the right call. So 34-21. Kick an extra point. And then defense, we got to kind of figure out what to do there. They're kind of hitting their spots. They're still going to keep it balanced. They have no reason to hurry things up at the moment. If I was them, I continue to be balanced. Pretty strong kick. He's going to return it, though. I'm going to force him inside. 1st and 10. Let's go man. Let's go cover 1. I'm going to go here. Make a good decision up front. Play action. He's wide open over there. I think he got a few yards on it. Got 3. Let's go man again. I think they're going to run it here. These weak formations, just never know how they're going to run that. Go and play. Get it. Sack. Ow. Nice. How many times do you see me get sacks with the defensive tackle? It's very rare, but here I came right on through. I beat the guard, and they went play action, which gave me a little time. And I got to him. Nice. Nice. So much fun. Cool. All right, so it's 3rd and forever. Let's get a stop here. Let's get the ball back and really stretch this thing.
3rd and 14 coming up here. Ball on the 9-yard line. The Black Knights.
I may go to the outside on this guy.
Drops back to pass.
Sack. 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 Sack.
Sack on the play.
I got around him. Like I said, I wanted to go to the outside. Now we're wearing them out. Let's do an all-out block. I almost want to do the return. I think they're going to come in to protect. Let's see if they do that. I'm sure they will. Yeah, they're going to. I was curious to see if they weren't going to or not. Hopefully it'll be a low kick where he can catch it quickly.
He gets it off.
Get it. Come on. Go, McCutcheon. Okay, so here we are. Let's put this thing to bed. I'm going to play action. Let's go over the top on this team.
They're on the right side of the 50 as they start this drive.
I think they're going man. Nope. Yep, they're going man. I just goofed up big time on this one. Let's throw that one away. That was all kinds of bad. Yeah, they went man. I just did not read that correctly. My fault. Let's go tackle.
2nd and 10. Ball on the
Win it out. Just throw the ball away. Unless you're in the veer and shoot offense where you're not allowed to. That's a whole nother story for another day, but get a block right there. Let's get a 1st down. Wow, what was that? That was weird. Go back and look at this. So Allen, good job. Broke a tackle there, cut up. Look at this. He stopped in his tracks. And he kept on going. Crazy play. 1st and 10. He's still feeling pretty good. I want to try... Let's do that counter. Counters are okay now since I fixed them. They're still not great. But I'm going to do a counter. I probably need to go with Allen, but I'm going to go with Gardner on this one. Should have done the stiff arm there. Makes it what, 2nd and 7? Let's go option. They've been calling man on this like all day, it seems. Or zone, I should say. I had to pitch that one off quick. We're going to get a touchdown, though. So Allen's going to have a bunch of touchdowns. That's like his 5th on the day, or 4th. But he's got 2 fumbles to go with it. Just a weird game for him. Very high-low. I'm curious, you know, technically there's nothing stopping from Allen and Jackson wanting to look at the draft, wanting to go pro early. I hope that doesn't happen. What can happen, and I just now thought about this, I've seen it before. Normally, the number 2 halfback on your depth chart, sometimes they like to transfer out. That could happen here. It makes no sense. He's getting plenty of carries and touchdowns and stats, but don't be shocked if he does that. We'll see what happens. We're going to find that out in the next video. 1st and 10. I'm going to go cover 3. We'll leave it. I need to control him. There we go. See what they do here. Going pass. Simple tackle. Last game for Pace. Salute to old number 10. He's been pretty good for us. Let's go. I'm going to do a zone blitz. That's another thing I'm excited about with the new defense. I'm going to do more different blitzes than the same 2 I've been calling this whole dynasty. Great defense by our 1st team all-conference player, cornerback. I get to do more blitzes from the opposite sides and stuff. I don't have to do it with the nickel so much. So I'm really excited about doing some of that. Again, that'll be like at least a year from now. Or a season. I'm going to go to the inside on this guy. I'm not going anywhere, apparently. Make a play, Pace. Make a play. Good job. That's what impact safeties are supposed to do. That play right there. So I think this game is in hand. We're not going to sub anybody out. This is the last game for some seniors. I'm going to let them enjoy it as much as they can. We'll fair catch that one. Let's go. Let's just do a basic handoff with Gardner. Hard to believe he's coming back next year and going to just put up more crazy numbers. Go to the left. Get a 1st down there. 134 yards. A quiet 134 yards. I'm going to go play action. We're going to do a little boot. And they're going zone. I wonder if I can hit McDaniel. I think he's too slow to hit that against cover 2. We can try it. Nope, he's not open. He is, though. 1st down to long. Nice little throw right here. So I was looking for McDaniel. And I'm glad I didn't throw to him because that corner was going to be all over him. So it's just pretty much a option football at this point. RPO, whatever you want to call it. Just kind of waiting for Long to get open, and boom, there he is, 1st down. Can we get another option pass play? We can try. Let's do not the triple one. Let's do the one to the left. Okay, they're going man. This should be interesting. Let's see if I can pull this off. I got 2 okay man beaters.
They better block that linebacker. He is looking to make something happen.
Something like that. First, oh, he dropped it. So good play. So against man, I prefer to pass it. Now they went cover 1, but I knew that crossing route would have a chance, and he did have a chance. He just has to make the catch. That's just on him. So that makes it what? 2nd and 10? Let's go option.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 35.
I guess I'll go to the left.
The Zips with a full
Or not. My left guard got destroyed.
He had no
My tight end got destroyed. Everybody got beat. 3rd and 11. Let's go. And I'm really excited. No offense to this play, but I'm tired of calling the same 3 pass plays over and over again.
3rd and 11 coming up.
And I forgot to flip it.
The current drive.
I'm gonna let this clock go down. I'm gonna call a timeout.
Defense lines up with 6 DBs.
I'm excited to get more in depth with my passing attack. Let's just put it that way. Now my run game is gonna be super simple in that Manning offense. It's gonna be just slams and stretches, just off tackle. That's kind of it, really. That's all that run game was. Maybe some draw. But the passing game is going to get way more complicated, which I love. All right. I'm going to see if I can hit Malloy. Malloy is more of an outside threat. They're going cover 2. Great throw to the freshman. Oh, great play. Good job, everybody. I think I may take a knee the rest of the way. But they went cover 2. Went to my slot. Good throw over the impact linebacker's head. Just enough. Good job. And I think we're going to take a knee and end this thing. I have no need to score.
And we take a quick look at the stats.
And they're not going to call timeouts on us.
By Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters the most.
Let it do its thing. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it, and I'm going to save it before we simulate the rest of the bowls. Let's just put it that way. And we may get lucky. We may get invited to another conference, to a bigger one. That'd be cool if that happened. We'll see if that happens. So we may find out the day that happens. So what I can do, comments are suggested on this. I could kind of cheat and save it and then sim. And if we don't get invited, I could just cancel out and go back in and keep repeating that process until we may get invited. And that may not happen. But honestly, I'm kind of okay if we don't get invited because, again, I think I'm ready to move on after next year. I just want to see Jackson, Allen, and Gardner do their thing for one more season. But we can try and see if we get invited. That'd be cool if we could. Yeah, we can try. All right. Great game. Give it up for Army. I thought they gave us all we could handle until we was just too much for them. As long as we didn't turn the ball over, we was going to beat them bad. But I thought their offense was pretty nifty. Their run game was pretty good. I accidentally hit the button. My bad. So there we are. That's our 3rd straight. Have we lost a bowl game in this dynasty? I don't think we have. So I think we've won 3 straight bowl games. That's one thing I need to look at is like my coach stats. I haven't looked at any of that stuff since the beginning. Let's look at some stats here. 40-69 to 248, 416 yards rushing. That's what this offense does. It just runs, and we've done a good job of it. Our passing game is pretty much non-existent, which is fine. It didn't have to be great. But 75% on 3rd down. We did go 0 for 1 on that 4th down call, but they didn't have a good 3rd down day. We had more turnovers than they did, but we beat them by 3 touchdowns. But we were a better team than they were. If you remember, when we looked at their attribute or their stat line, they were like just a C overall team. They just don't have as much talent. If they had better talent, this game could have been a whole lot different. Let's go to individual stats. Let's go. So passing, Jackson, 3 of 8, 53 yards, no touchdowns. Running the ball. So look at the distribution here. Jackson had 12 attempts. Gardner had 12. Allen had 14. Look at the yards. 173, 134, 109. Then you got 1 touchdown for Jackson and 5 for Allen, and he had the 2 fumbles. He could have had like 6 touchdowns today. But this is kind of, if you have ever, again, I talked about Mike Leach earlier. If you ever read his autobiography, he talks about how the wishbone is very close to the air raid. Now, that may not make a lot of sense, but the wishbone's all about distribution of the wealth to your runners. Here, we only had 3 really good runners this year, but it was just good distribution in terms of carries. So pretty cool to see that. And air raid is no different. You're just throwing the 5 different dudes, more or less. Receiving, Gardner, Long, Malloy got a reception each. Defensively, Butler, Stokes led there. Linebackers leading the road there. That's awesome. Always want to see my linebackers lead that stat. Tackles for loss, Butler and Grant. And you got sacks. We got 3, Miranda, Butler, and Grant, and no interception. So let's get out of here. So what we're going to do, again, I'm going to, let's see. We won the Motor City Bowl. We'll accept it. I do not want to save it. I actually could have done that now. Let's just go ahead and do it. I didn't think about that. I never used that option. So let's go ahead and save. And actually what I'm going to do, here's what let's just go ahead and do this now. I could have waited till like the last game. That way we wouldn't have to wait as long. If that makes sense. I'm going to go here. I don't think it's going to make a difference though. Actually, more of these bowl games may dictate us getting invited or something. We'll see. So we have saved everything. So what we're going to do, and I actually need to change this. Let me go over. Completely forgot to do this on my little header or my overlay. We are 9-4 on the year. Click OK there. And I need to change my situation part. I'll do that later. All right, so we are done for the season. So what we're going to do, simulate all bowls. Let me just make sure I've done this correctly. I'm going to go back. We've officially saved, so we're good. So what I can do, we can do this for a few times while we're on here. You sim the bowls, and let's see if we get lucky and we get invited. We may get some coaching offers for some other spots, but I'm curious to see if we'll get like invited to like the Big Ten. Or the Big East, maybe. So no, that didn't happen here. So Texas Tech, like we can look here. See, Texas Tech's in 6-6. That would be a cool one to go and take over because they had an awful year. It makes sense to do something like that. But I'm going to look at the other one. See, okay, everybody knows I'm a Tennessee fan. I would love to take them over now, but I'm not going to do that. We got too much stuff to do with Akron. But this would have been like a perfect opportunity to take over Tennessee and try to do some awesome things. But again, we're not going to do that. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to decline all offers. I'm going to hit yes and hit no. So it did not happen. So what we can do now, we can back out. I didn't save. Definitely don't want to save that. So we'll hurry this up, and then we'll try this like maybe 2 more times. Okay, so let's go Dynasty mode. Let's go load. And again, I don't think we'll get invited, but we may get lucky, and I'll show you why we probably won't. If you go look over to Sports Illustrated and you look at the conference standings, the only logical spots for us to get invited are to the Big Ten. And you look at the Big Ten right here. Illinois had the worst season of the bunch, and they are a 4-star program, so that's not going to happen. Indiana is a 3-star program. If they were a 2-star program, maybe that would have happened. But Penn State's a 3-star program. The only other option is maybe the Big East, if I can get to it. You look here, Syracuse is the one team where I think we're going to try to move over to in another year, but that would have been a good team to replace. UConn, they got to at least be a 2-star or worse to replace them. So we'll just see what happens. So let's go over. Let's try this 2 more times. I want to simulate the bowls. And if it doesn't work, we'll do it 1 more time, and then I'll just Legends go. And then we'll just get ready for Akron and the MAC for 1 more year. I hate to do it. I think everybody's getting tired of us being in the MAC and dominating, but looks like it's not going to happen here. So Auburn, Washington State, like we can look here. So Auburn, 6-6 would be a cool team to take over. I've never had an Auburn dynasty before. I'm going to decline that. Go to Washington State, 5-6. Of course, yes, my West Coast Washington State dynasty from a few years back was a lot of fun. I'm going to decline all offers. I'm going to hit yes. I'm going to hit no. We're going to back out. We're going to do this 1 more time. Speed this up. And then hope for the best. If it doesn't work, then again, we'll just be back with Akron and the MAC 1 more time. And watch us get invited. I hope it kind of don't happen. I don't want to get forced into doing something I don't want to do. Because again, I want to kind of move on, do some different things schematically. Let's try this 1 more time. Cross your fingers. And I'll definitely save it after this one because this is the last time I'm going to do this. This interesting. So this is interesting. So this is the first time I've ever been placed on probation. 10 less scholarships for 2 years. That is hilarious because we had the bar like at the right here. And all of anybody that got in trouble in this dynasty, they got in trouble at the end of the season, which you don't have enough time to punish people. So now it's 10 less scholarships for 2 years. So does that mean we lose 5 each? If that's what that is, that ain't going to hurt nothing. We're going to be fine. But yes, we definitely got invited. Got invited to the crappers, what we got invited to. So this is hilarious. I've never seen this before. Because again, everybody knows I over punish just so we don't have to deal with stuff like this. But we just got really unlucky with our probation. So people are probably a lot thinking, well, no wonder Akron's won 2 straight conference titles. They've been cheating and whatnot. Oh my gosh. Let's go hit X. So now's a good time for me to leave. But I'm not going to do it. We're going to decline that. I'm going to decline. I'm going to hit no. So we're on probation, which again is goofy. So we're going to find out in the next video. It says 10 next 2 years. So does that mean 5 and 5 or 10 and 10? I think it's just 10 overall. Either way, that's just dumb as can be. So if you go over to coach or rosters, you go to program standards. So see, our bar is still high up. I'd like to get it down, but I need people to get in trouble first. And I need to get in trouble early, not the last game of the season. That's been our biggest bugaboo. So it was just a bad situation. So 10 for 2 years. That tells me it's just 10 total. Oh my gosh. Just goofy as can be. But that's funny. That's interesting. That adds to the story, I guess. So that's where we are. So we are conference champions. We won our bowl game, all that good stuff. And now we're ready to head on into the off season. So hopefully you enjoyed all that. We've been on here for what? Almost 2.5 hours. Yes, I could have went on to play Madden 06 or something. Lord, what a goofy ending that was. Don't save. Is that cheating if I don't save? Have I saved it already? What should I do? Should I not? It doesn't matter. I'm going to be here. Okay, I'm only going to be here for 1 more year. I'm just wanting to see Jackson and Gardner and Allen do their thing. So it doesn't really matter per se. But yes, I don't have to say. Of course, you're right. I've actually already done this 3 times. So I'm actually not going to save that. The first 2 times it didn't happen. So I'm going to keep doing this until I don't get in trouble. So let's just do that. I don't think I'm in agreement with that. So let's go back here. Let's do it again. Now, if it happened all 3 times, then I would have accepted it, but it didn't. So let's go and just do this again. I'm going to sim the bowls, and hopefully we don't get in trouble again. This time get invited to the, or to the Pac-10 or something goofy. Should be interesting to see what happens, as long as we don't get probation. So now Iowa State's on this list. I'm going to decline all offers. I'm going to hit yes. Okay, so we're not in trouble. We're officially off the ban. So I'm going to save this one. Let's just go ahead and do it now. It's obvious we're not going to get invited anywhere. So let's just go ahead and save it. Goofy as can be. All right, that's cool to see that. At least we know it exists. Again, I've never seen that screen before. Get invited to the FCS. Yeah. Get regulated. Deregulated, I should say. We'll save that. All right, so that was fun. Anybody have any parting shots before we head out? I got some stuff to do on the website. I'm going to try to get. I got to do the Josh Heupel and Lincoln Riley pages. I'm going to get those up sometime this week. Tuesday is probably when we'll do our off season. I'd love to do these every night, but that's just a whole lot for me and my schedule. But thanks for everybody who showed up. If anybody has any last things you want to say to me, now's a good time to do it before I head out. Oh, it's been a fun one, though. 2 good wins. That's what we came in here to do, is to win ball games, and we done that. Yes, so off-season is going to be a whole lot of fun. We'll see what goes on there. We got a decent-sized class we got to recruit, about another 15 or so guys. Edward, yes, it's probably going to be the Syracuse team. I'm just assuming you go over here, and I'll show you. And I've talked about this in a couple spots. I'm going to hit final standings. So I've never done a Big East Dynasty before. And Syracuse is 0-11, and they are like a one-star program. I want to take them over. I would do it now. I would love to just quit my job, take the Syracuse job, and we would start that. But again, we got Jackson. Jackson should come back. Allen should be back, maybe. But with definitely Gardner's going to be back. So I want to see if I can really break some records with Gardner at least. Let's see if we can get that going. Otherwise, again, I just move on straight to Syracuse. Trust me, I'd love to do that. But we're going to see our trifecta of studs one more year. Again, I hope Jackson doesn't want to go pro early. His passing stats aren't good enough, so he should be back. And I'm assuming both of these guys move back. So we're going to have the best backfield in the country in a really weak conference, so we should dominate, hopefully. Recruiting in New York is definitely going to be harder, definitely harder than Ohio. So that's going to be another challenge. But I'm really looking forward to that. But we just got to wait one more season for it to make a lot of sense. All right. Anybody else got anything before I head out? Again, thank you all for showing up. It was a really good crowd today. Sunday afternoons, you just never know. Does New York have any athletes? It's all random. Actually, New York's got quite a bit of talent in there. I don't know if I can't do it from here, but New York's not like a terrible state in terms of recruits. It's not going to be awful. It's not going to like be me in Montana or Wyoming or Idaho. It won't be bad. There's just not a lot of big time states up there to recruit from. New Jersey is going to be one I can recruit from. Yes, I just now noticed that Jim Harbaugh just won the title. Well, technically not. Oh, what's his face won it, or I forgot his name. So yeah, pretty cool. Very fun season. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We're going to give it one more run. It's going to be in the MAC. Unfortunately, I mean, I can't control it. I wish I could get invited. We could have seen them do some damage, maybe against better teams. But we'll be in the MAC one more year and doing more live stream. I can get through a little quicker if I do 2 games at a time. So it may only take like 2 to 3 weeks to get through it. And then we can move on and try to do some really cool things, different things schematically, new team, all that fun stuff. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. All right, guys, I'm going to head on out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I'll talk to you later.